you are, Raz. I'm afraid Lottie has yet to return home. It's terribly late. Where could she possibly have gone? I'll go look for her. That would be much appreciated. Thank you. Where's she at? Gavin, she's jamming with Gavin and Gustafa. At the bar. Gavin is like going hard. Look at him go. I've never seen Gavin play the guitar. He's thriving though. Look at him tapping his feet. Even after the song's done. Now that was groovy, my friend. Love to hear a live performance. Right? Gavin on that guitar is just wow. Oh, hey Mama Raz. Gavin was just performing for us. Amazing, as usual. I ended up keeping you both pretty late, though. I was just in a good mood, I guess. Thought it was about time I treated you to a song. I asked him to play a few tunes for us. And man, did he deliver. Whoa, when did it get so late? Time sure flies when you're listening to good music. Guess we should head home. Come on, friends. Well, come on back whenever you please. Me and my guitar'll be waiting. Cute. Ah, I see. She was listening to Gavin's performance. I respect her passion for music, but of course I worry when it keeps her out so late. Still, I suppose this settles it. Lottie is a true musician in the making. Several years later. Your little one's getting on in years, old friend. So am I, of course, but I'm still kicking. Lumina's as lively as ever, though. You wouldn't think she had a grown kid of her own at first glance. Oh, and Lottie is doing great. Coming into her own, slowly, but surely. I'll take it from here. You go home and get some rest, all right? In fact, she's probably doing more around here than your daughter these days. Maybe it's a sign that retirement's on the horizon. Twilight. All right, the final chapter. Greg's Fishing Diary, Cooking Her Catch, Episode 2. A warm, delicious fish dinner can really hit the spot. With just a fish and some butter, you can make yourself a meuniere set. For another tasty recipe, boil a fish with some veggies and you'll have fish stew. Your luck today is amazing. Good to know. Today is the festival Good day to you, Raz. Mistress Romana will be holding a New Year's celebration at the villa today. I sought you out in order to extend an invitation. It would be our greatest pleasure to have you take part in the festivities. We will be receiving guests from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m., so please do come by. Ah, yes. Every year our guests bring their culinary creations to the party, a potluck, if you will. I recognize that it might be difficult for you to procure a suitable contribution on such short notice, but I do hope that you might exercise your culinary talents anyway. I am certain that Mistress Romana would be most pleased if you did. Well then, we shall await your arrival. Remember, please come to the villa between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. And, if possible, bring a contribution of some sort to share. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hey, we found a family that stays together, which means you reach Chapter 6, Twilight. You've found 74 of the wonders so far. Awesome. Alright, time to let all of our burbs out. And all of our other animals as well. Alright, there's all that. Looks really gray right now. I guess it's early. I guess it's like 5 in the morning. I thought I was supposed to wake up at 6, but maybe not. Wait. Was Cap's mane always this silver? It wasn't, right? Did Cap's mane change too? Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I don't know if I'm making that up. Maybe I'm making that up. Also, let's see. Let's do over here. Here we go. Okay, those seem fine for now. Okay. I don't know if any of I think my burbs are all out and about. Koro looks as young as always. Maybe I'm going crazy. Okay, I need to go get my dish from my fridge. Polter is a good cat name. Yeah, Poltergeist wouldn't fit, but as a black cat that I think we got in autumn, we named him Polter, short for Poltergeist. It seemed fitting, because cats are kind of poltergeists in their own right. Okay, let me get where's my entree? There it is. There we go. Lottie was telling me how much she respects all that you do. You've been a wonderful mother. Thanks, Lumina, you too, girl. Well, I think we did a great job raising Lottie. We should be proud. Oh yeah, I guess I should let me talk to Vinny before I leave the farm. Let's chat, Vinny. Alright, Vinny's good. We also have some quests I saw on the board. What do people want now? I need a juicy field fruit. The professor demanded that I bring him a high-quality fruit grown from the field. But why? If anyone has one, I'll take it. Fruit, field, S rank only, ×1. Food for fishing at night. Can fish glow? Can food glow? Does that exist? It sure would be convenient to have when I fish at night. If it does exist, I want to try it. From Gary. Sparkling salad. I don't know. Do we have a sparkling salad in our recipe list? If we do, I don't think I've ever made one. I don't know what's in that. Let's see. Salad. Turnberry rich. Oh, what's in the rich salad? A delightful salad made with a melatoma, a termelon, and a sweet green fruit. Oh, with a kiwi. Sparkling salad. A special salad tossed with 2 types of fruit. Your taste buds will thank you. Oh, it needs a purple. That's why. I see. Interesting. Hungry for salad now. I'm sorry. Yeah, some of the food is like weirdly appetizing. A lot of these games made me hungry. I think Harvestella is one of the worst for that. The illustrations for the food were genuinely beautiful. And so it was like I would be cooking and prep for, I don't know, some like fight, and then I would be like so hungry immediately. It didn't help that like, oh, Sully's fully gray now. It didn't help that I would like I always stream before food. Like I'm always streaming, and then I usually eat dinner after stream, or during our weekend streams I usually eat lunch. So it's like I'm always a little like hungry while streaming. So I don't know if me picking, you know, farming sims, which are a subcategory of life sims, which always have cooking as the way to go, but that's what I've done. So also, let me see really quick. Let's see. I'm gonna have to look up some of these events. Casual stroll. A lot of these are tough to like get. Sudden visitor music. Oh, those are in autumn. Okay. And then there's a whole Tay and Lou series. All right. I'm gonna have to, some of these, this guide that I'm looking at like doesn't always write out all the specifics, which is kind of annoying. Maybe it's because it's so specific, you have to do a bunch of things in sequence. So it's just too hard to write out, but I'm always like, just give me the deets, please. Let's see if Hassan aged. Hassan looks pretty much the same, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe a little bit more wrinkles. But she doesn't look that much older. We look ancient. We have aged a lot, but I guess we do have a very demanding job, so it'll do that to you. Ah, Raz, it is a pleasure to see you. Let us celebrate the new year together. By the by, have you brought a culinary contribution to share with everyone? I sure have. Ah, you have my sincerest gratitude. I will take that from you and put it with the others then. There we go. Pirate's Delight. My word. Thank you very much. I am certain everyone will enjoy this. Your family seems to have arrived as well. Thank you all for coming here today. Our New Year's festival has now officially begun. Oh, Garrett and Tay got really gray. So did Van. Van's totally gray now. Well now, should we see what everyone has brought? Raz made the giant lobster dish in front of you, ma'am. Gracious me. Whatever is the matter, Mistress Romana? You must try some of this, Sebastian. Raz, this is outstanding. I could eat this every day and never get tired of it. You are certainly an accomplished chef, Raz. Thank you, friends. I think we've carried on long enough. Time to call it a day. Happy New Year, everyone. Wow, we got the good one, I guess. Romana and Sebastian married. They are not. Sebastian is Romana's butler, but he is in love with her as well. So we're always rooting for them. Because Romana is a widower. She low-key, she kind of mentions that her husband may have died in the Titanic, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how much she liked her husband either, so we're always rooting for Sebastian out here. But technically, he works for her, so. But there are cutscenes where you find out that he is in love with her. And when you marry Lumina, he's like very much part of the family. Like she treats him like part of the family, so makes sense. I think in Lumina's eyes, he's kind of like a grandparent, so. Just like Takakura is like technically like Lottie's grandparent. He's not actually, he's like a family friend, but for all intents and purposes, functionally a grandparent. Also, let's see, I have to see what, I don't know. I don't know what fruit, field fruit, I've got that I can grow to S quality, because that was one of the requests. Vesta, what's up? Hey Vesta, hey! Can you sell me some stuff? Tomatoes and watermelons. Yeah, like. Okay, she doesn't wanna sell me stuff. Vesta, give me some seeds, please. It's hard for me to believe that Lottie's an independent young woman now. Time truly flies, doesn't it? It does. Alright, let's see. Tomato seeds grows quickly. Okay, let's do tomato seeds, and let's do like 40 of the watermelons too. Ring me up. up? Okay, then we can go plant all these and then hopefully that'll be fine. Okay. Oh, Takakura's really gray too. Look at him. He's so gray. He's so gray. We match. We match. Alright. Let's plant all these seeds. Can get them all watered. And we'll do one of these. And okay. I think what I'll just do, I'll just do that. And then that way they're kind of nice and even. Okay. Alright, there we go. Everything's watered. Now I just need to fertilize our trees. There we go. Looking good. Drop all these off. I guess I can drop off my flowers too and stuff. I don't technically need to carry any of these around. What's up, Koro? Koro's in a pretty good mood. Good. I'm glad. Oh, I should read Lottie's diary while she's out of the house. Hey, Mama Raz, do you want this? I used to listen to this record on repeat for hours, but I got so bored of it I almost forgot it existed. It's a good song, though. I think you're gonna like it. There we go. You know, I thought you were streaming rather late, but then I realized it's only 6:20. I hate that it gets dark so early. It is that time. But welcome in, Uranium. Hope you're doing well. It is the dark time. Though we do, if you're in a place that does daylight savings, we are jumping back an hour. So it'll be slightly remedied, I guess. Guide to tea leaves. First flush tea leaves are picked in spring. These leaves have a uniquely floral scent to them. They're a perfect complement to aromatic sweets. I need to read her diary. I wonder if Mama Raz wants me to inherit the farm. She probably does, and it's not like I have any other siblings, so I guess it's up to me? Maybe? I think you should change your Twitch name to Mama Raz. I wouldn't mind. I don't mind if people call me Mama Raz. I think I would be freaked out if... I think it would be weird if, I don't know, internet people, I feel like always go for mommy, and that thing gets weird real fast. So I've been keeping away from it. Like, people have told me that I have mom vibes, which I don't mind. But I don't want some weird little kid being like, mommy, and I'll be like, ooh, that's gonna be a no from me, dog. My state doesn't do daylight savings. Oh. Mine does, I think. I guess I never checked. I just assumed. My racing heart. What is this from? My Racing Heart? Which game is this? Heart event theme from Story of Seasons Trio of Towns. Oh, I haven't played Trio of Towns yet. I've been really looking forward to it though. I have I have a VTuber friend who she specializes in like dating sims and otome games, and she really liked several of the Harvest Moon series games, several of the Story of Seasons games, and I had asked her which ones do like the dating the best, and I think Trio of Towns was one of the ones that she mentioned, so I'm looking forward to that. Because I don't know, it's nice to be able to get the good romance plots. I actually think that A Wonderful Life has a pretty good romance plot situation because of the aging and you going through all these cutscenes with your family. I think it's pretty good. I don't remember if it was Trio of Towns that she said. One of them, your child like grows up and dates people and has like rival marriages and stuff, which I think is really cool. I think the dating system is pretty shallow in most farming sims, even Stardew. I think Stardew is very shallow. I definitely don't think that like romance is a priority. I think it just depends, like, I don't mind if the dating is shallow, to be honest. I would prefer, if it's going to be super shallow though, I kind of prefer that they just don't even put it in. Like, that's part of the reason why I think Doraemon Story of Seasons is like one of the best, because there is absolutely zero romance that you interact with. There are characters who have romance plot lines, but it's not you getting married to anyone because you're a child. So you're kind of just experiencing like adults around you, some of them being in love or like having, you know, marriages that have issues or whatever, but I kind of appreciate that there was no romance grind, because I kind of hate that in a lot of them. But if you're gonna have it, it might as well be a good one, you know? It might as well be nice and have, like, I love rival events. I hate any of the ones where there's not rival events. I think is like a real shame, especially if they're a game that came out after Harvest Moon. Like a bunch of the Harvest Moon games that had romance and rivals and stuff, like to not incorporate that is like a huge loss. I think as long as these games are designed for both adults and kids, the dating system will be very, very limited and unsatisfying. I definitely agree. Yeah. I think there's a limit to like what you can express. I mean, even honestly, even A Wonderful Life, it is clear to me that A Wonderful Life was definitely designed more for an older audience. Like, just the issues that people are dealing with, how they deal with them, like, it definitely was meant for a more mature player, which is why they're able to have like depth and have, you know, people that are like struggling and having a rough time of it, and they don't mind like sharing that with you. But yeah, as long as games are still marketed at children, it's hard to like have a good plot in some ways. Did you enjoy the New Year's festival? Aunt Romana was so captivated by your cooking that she forgot her table etiquette entirely. I certainly couldn't blame her. Your cooking is on par with the experts, I think. Oh, thanks, girl. Thanks, girl. It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of like the difference between shonen and shoujo anime versus like seinen and josei. Like just the quality of story they are able to tell when you are able to get into like the gritty, difficult, realistic parts of people and relationships and life. It just adds a lot of depth that is missing when it is geared towards a younger audience. So I think it'd be nice if we could get a farming sim that was more geared towards adults and had depth. Oh. Ah, good morning, Raz. The weather's splendid today, is it not? I thought the two of us could make the most of it and go for a stroll. Oh, hell yeah. Look at us go. Look at us go on this walk. We have a healthy, functioning relationship for sure. Clearly we like hanging out with each other. And then we go to the cafe. So cute. This is a lovely spot, isn't it? I feel refreshed simply by being here. I hope I didn't startle you this morning by suddenly wanting to take a walk. Aunt Romana often tells me to cherish every moment I have with you, and I plan on doing just that. Besides, the two of us haven't had much time to ourselves lately. Say, Raz, did you enjoy walking around today? It was such a fun date. A date? Oh, why, I suppose it was. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself just as much as I did. In any event, would you like to keep walking a bit longer? Of course, my wife, my beautiful wife. Oh, so cute. So cute. She's going for Granny Raz. I think we're the same age. I might actually be a little bit... I'm like only slightly older than her, I think. But my work has ground me down for sure. Let's see. Write and journal. I think Stardew was more adult-focused, but it had many of the same shortcomings as Story of Seasons and Harvest Moon games when it came to dating and romance. It definitely just wasn't the focal point, and it suffered from the same trajectory of like a lot of the games where there's a big grind and there's a lot of content before you get married, and then after you get married your relationship is extremely hollow and there's like no progression or real like meat, I guess. Like at least in this game you have the struggle of like needing to raise a child, and part of like because we go through all the years, like our child has like an angsty phase and we have to kind of like navigate that, and our child falls in love and is dating and like has all these, I don't know, stages of their life that we kind of echo and have our own progression through, which is nice. Makes me think of those military memes where it shows an old person, caption says 21 years old after 3 years in the army. It's kind of like that. I mean, we are older at this point. I would say that we're in like our 50s or something, I think. Like late 40s, early 50s. I mean, our child is an adult at this point, so yeah, I think we're in our 50s, I would say. Somewhere around there. 50s or 60s, because I think we play through 30 or 40 years of our in-game life. Okay. Read journal. Okay. The second... Wait, is it the second one? Oh, it is, yeah. Okay. Also, Rise, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. Thanks for making sure I'm alive. We are on Spring 2 of Chapter 6, Twilight, which is the final chapter, the final year on the farm. So we're old now. Let's see, what time is it? 10:14 a.m. Let me see, did I do the animals stuff already today? I feel like I did. No, I didn't. Can they come outside? Let me check. I don't know what I was up to today. Oh, today was the day that I was doing wild things, showing up to people's houses at 5 in the morning for cutscenes. Alright, got all the birds out. We'll grab one of them. My animals are gonna be big upset because some of them are probably out of fodder. So, alright, let's get these ones. I don't know if I can get... Oh, I can. Okay. Alright, there we go. Everybody's good. I'm also not brushing my marble cow as an experiment to see how dirty she gets. Because I didn't actually, I've been brushing all my animals like every day, so none of them have actually gotten grimy, but I feel like for science, we should see. Alright. Calf. I also like Calf. Calf's mane has turned very blonde, very gray. Calf is also aging, I guess. Alright, let me take my delinquent birds. Put them away. I'm gonna go now. I wish everyone a happy day. Thanks for stopping in, Diesel. Hope the rest of your day goes well. Alright, they're all set. Let me just check on their food. In here. Oh, we got a golden egg. Nice. They've got like a day or two, I would say, left. Let's check these guys. Who needs it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Okay. Can drop all this off. And then I think, I don't remember if Lumina or Lottie were taking care of our crops today. Let's see. It is spring though, so they're not gonna get too dried out. Also, got these hybrid fruits to snag. Okay. Okay, these are all good. Do I have any other fruits to snag? I guess not. I should also fertilize. I have a couple trees that we're still working on. Not too many. Just like, well, oh, this one's done. Okay, so just two. Just these two. I have not been fertilizing my unhybridized, my non-rare fruit trees, so you know, there is that. Coro is thriving. Same with Poulter. Alright. Okay, so I think we already saw the casual stroll. Was it just me, or was the food at the New Year's festival ridiculously good? Everything tasted amazing. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm glad you liked it, girl. Ah, spring. The perfect season for everything. Wanna go chill out under the cherry blossoms sometime? No. Not really. I'm sorry, bro. Okay, I think Tay and Lou, I don't know if they both have to be outside for their event, or if they both have to be inside. Also, I guess I should go visit the sprites. I probably didn't do that yesterday. So let's go see what they've got. I doubt they probably don't have any additional recipes for me, because I think at this point they aren't going to give me recipes until I grow the correct rare crops, and all the ones that I'm going to grow for this year are like spring or are like summer, autumn, winter varieties. So probably not gonna happen. Alright, they're good. The New Year's festival was great. There was so much food I'd never tried before. I didn't even know where to start. I mean, that is true. It is a huge banquet. Everyone brings lots of food. The classic potluck situation. And I don't know, does Romana keep all the leftovers? Do we think she keeps all of them? The New Year's festival was great. I wonder what this year will bring. Oh, maybe I should make some resolutions? Maybe you should. I do like that Kate is like mentored by Flora. I think that's really sweet. That she always like hangs out down there and asks her advice on things. Very adorable. Alright, let's look. We gotta give Pooey some money. There you are, sir. With coins of many I have saved, I should be able to venture to Cocoa Island very soon. It'd be good if you could, sir. Alright, now that, let's see, now that everyone... Oh yeah. Juicy field fruit. Okay, so we're gonna give Flora those. Sparkling salad. I forget what was in there. Let's look. Because, like, I have a purple, but I don't know if I could, like, care that much. But it is Gary, so... Maybe I'll make him the expensive one. Let's see, salads. Sparkling salad. Okay, so this needs a purple. Okay, I mean, we could make that for him. We do have one purple, I think. I'm not gonna grow more, but got at least those. I love Taka Courage, just like always spitting wisdom. Always got something to share. My break is done, I must depart from this realm. Have a fun stream. Thanks for stopping in, CJ. Good luck with your stuff. Hopefully it goes well. Alright, let's grab this purple for making this salad. For our boy Gary. Let's see, make from recipe, salads, and Locke, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well, happy Sunday. Let's do, yeah, sparkling salad. And then, what do I have a lot of? I guess I have a lot of B-grade melons. Can make those. We kind of don't need money anymore, so I'm kind of overselling things. Not bad, thanks for asking. Have you tried My Time at Sandrock? So I have not played My Time at Portia. And because it's like technically a sequel, I was not planning on playing it until I had played the first one. So long answer short is no, but probably someday in the future. Probably sometime soon. Well, not soon. We have a lot of games on our backlog, but someday. Someday I will. But yeah, because it's a sequel, or at least connected inside, it's like the same universe. I think you can play them standalone, but I'm not sure how like close to each other they actually are. So I was like, okay, I will hold off. Thanks. I've been looking for this. Appreciate the help. Here. Can't let you go without your reward now, can I? Alright, we gotta talk to Molly. Also, do I need to trigger? Is there a Molly event this year? Maybe there's not. Maybe there's not a Molly event. You know what? I don't think there is. I think the last one was the last Molly event. Don't think so. Hey, we found a superhero, which means you completed 90 requests. You found 75 of the wonders so far. Awesome. Okay, birds. Please go back inside this pen. Please. Why are you always escaping? Shorter hair is nice look on the model too. Thank you, thank you. Yes, this hair was originally designed to go with this assassin outfit. I wanted a shorter hair look in general because I think it's fun to have like different hairstyles. Also because for some games, the really long hair like blocks stuff. It's kind of large, so shorter hair gives me some more options there. But yeah, it was also like, because I've got my little knife, I was like, you know, it makes sense to have shorter hair, I guess, if you're running an Assassin's Guild, because long hair seems like, one, it would shed everywhere and leave evidence behind, which seems not good, and two, I just liked it aesthetically, so there was that. Oh my god, the sheep are so loud. Like, the sheep, I think, cost-wise, are exceedingly effective. However, they are loud. Retired assassin, trying to enjoy a life of farming and non-violence. Exactly. That's the goal. I'm just gonna wait here, I guess, until my cows are ready to give me milk. Because I milked them at like 10, and I forget how many hours you're supposed to wait in between. I guess if I normally milk at like 6:30 or 7, and they're normally done by 4, then I might have a while to go. I might have to miss today's milking. That would be not great, but not the worst thing. I'm told the player character can die and the kid takes over in this. It is not a generational farming sim, so there is no, the kid doesn't like take over in it. It's not like playable, I guess is the way that I would put it. There are farming sims where you play as one character, they have a child, player 1 dies, and then you play as the child. It's not like that. You only ever play as your character in this game. So, bit different there. There is a generational farming sim that is upcoming. I think they're slated to come out in 2024, but they are a smaller studio, so who knows really what their timeline will be, but it's called Echoes of the Plum Grove, and I believe you play as multiple generations, which I don't know if there's any other farming sims where you play as multiple generations. Usually it's just parent to child. Like I think one of the Rune Factories does that, at least. I want to say it's like Rune Factory 2 Frontiers, something like that. But Echoes of the Plum Grove is supposed to be you playing as like multiple generations, is my understanding, which is a cool concept, and you can like, how you raise your child affects your stats apparently, and then obviously like different stats are helpful on the farm. So it's kind of a cool concept. All right, everyone's settled in here. I've just been selling my stuff, but I don't really need the money, so I don't know that I need to sell anything, to be honest. But I feel bad. We have been, you know, the farm in the valley for a while that's supplying at least animal products, so I feel pressured. I feel pressured to continue supplying that. Alright, let's see. Is there anything that I wanted to put in here? What was I? Oh, these. Okay. Those have to go outside. Also, we already did the spring festival, so festival for this season is out of the way. Alright, that's all good. Also, let me check on some of these events really quick. So, let's see, a cold day, I assume, is winter season only. Bath Is summer only. Okay. Old stories. Oh yeah, Cecilia's change. Is that the same one that I already saw? No. Okay, so there's another Cecilia's change. Your house is so cozy. Ah, thank you, thank you. I didn't do much to decorate it. It comes cozy, which is nice. Oh, I should have done the old stories one today. That's fine though. That's fine. And then the Tay and Lou one is spring only. Okay. Walk to the inn any time of day, spring season. Tay and Lou are not outside. Okay, let me see. Can I get this one to go at night? Good afternoon, everyone. The cottage is open. Hello, Neffy. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let me see. Can I get this to trigger? Oh, I can. Hey, Lou. I know it's a little late in the game to be asking this, but are you really sure I'm the one for you? Where's this coming from all of a sudden? It seemed like you were having the time of your life going around traveling the world with me. But then I decided to settle down here, which meant you had to stop traveling too. Oh, Tay, I don't regret a single thing. I took a real shine to this place. You did too, didn't ya? Then everything is fine and dandy. It all worked out. For that matter, now that the topic's been brought up and all, are you sure I'm the one for you? Lou. My Lou. Don't say another word. We were meant for each other. Oh, Tay, you're a real sweetheart. Oh, but I need to get cooking. Can't run an inn with empty stomachs now, can we? Right. Can't forget that. Oh, cuties. What cuties. Also, Vogon, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. Forgot to put my knife away. during that scene. I love Lou. I think she's such a sweetheart. I love the New Year's festival, because everyone brings a big old smorgasbord of food. I get to discover seasonings I wouldn't have thought of before, and come up with new exciting recipes. Cooking can get really deep when you experiment. How Tay and Lou had Rock as their child, I never understand, because I don't like Rock at all. He's so selfish. He's like extremely self-centered, and it like drives me up a wall. Okay, we do get our evening milk. Nice. We can talk to everybody. Make sure everyone's happy and healthy. Everyone's looking good. Cora's doing his guard dog duty, checking on the farm, making sure everything's well. Alright, farm's looking good. I never use the full farm. I guess I could. It just seems like a lot. Especially like planting and stuff. But, I don't know. I guess we do have the space for it, and I don't really have much else that needs doing, so there is that. Oh yeah, I forgot that berries only grow in winter. Kind of weird. I wouldn't have expected that. And beans are autumn to winter. Okay, we have a bunch of like autumn-winter friends. Should also talk to Vinny today. We're just here to chat, Vinny. Alright. All is well there. And Bepsy, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. Just this day was kind of discombobulated because I think we saw some cutscenes early that made it a little wild. Also, let me double check if the next cutscenes with Tay and Lou, I assume they're not in the same season. Okay, they're not. There's summer one, and there's an autumn one. Okay. I should probably try and get Celia's change though, if I can get it to trigger, assuming it is different. Okay. I think we should be good. Take our shower. Should probably eat something, I guess. I don't know if I ate today. Probably, knowing me, I probably didn't. There we go. Eat some sashimi quick. Plate and all. Alright. Nice. Oh, the sprites. So cute. I love those three. Alright, let's go out. Let's see, what's the weather like today? We've got a low pressure system coming in. Expect mostly cloudy skies in your region. Okay, we'll leave them inside today then, because cloudy can turn to rain, and the weather changes throughout the day here, so. Okay, we've already seen that one. Luck today is not great. Drink coffee for some extra energy. Today's lucky item is wild grass. Does love recommending grass to us. I feel like it's the game's way of being like, hey, touch grass today. You need it. Alright. Who needs food? 1, 2... Four of you? There we go. Do some brushing. Never outside is poison. Beauregard, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope it's good by you. Forget? Oh, I guess it doesn't. I was like, I forget if shearing a sheep when it's technically asleep bothers them. Because some brushing them, I don't think you can do, but if you try and milk a cow when it's sleeping, it gets big mad. Which I guess makes sense, but kinda makes sense. Alright. You guys are ready for milk? Is that everybody's stuff? I think it is. Alright, let me get one more piece of fodder. It is raining, which is great for us. Means I don't have to water. Oh my god, I love this game when I played on the original GameCube. Also, hi, hello, Fluke. Welcome in, welcome in. I also loved the original on GameCube. So, we are like, it was an excellent game, to be fair. And the remake, I've really genuinely been enjoying the remake. I did like kind of how long and slow the original was, but I was also a child when I played it, so I don't know if I would feel similarly. I guess I'll see when I play it again, but the remake has been good, and they streamlined it so it's 1 year per chapter, which is kind of nice. Also, Coaxial and Floof, thank you guys so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome in, welcome in. I too would be mad if someone milked me while I was sleeping. I think it makes sense. If you were a cow and you were trying to rest and someone was like, well, I have to milk you right now, you'd be like, really? Can't you just wait till I wake up? That is nice. I played some, but I'm only on year 2. Nice. I mean, year 2 is, I feel like year 2 was like a stressful year. I feel like there was a lot of extra stuff added in that I was like, oh god. Because year 1 for me is normally about like befriending Nina and like figuring out my marriage candidate, and then year 2 was like, oh my god, so many things. Upgrade buildings. hybridization. There was a lot happening. So, you know, I feel it. It is such a fun game though. This one, it's not... It used to be my favorite. My favorite of all time for farming sims used to be the original Wonderful Life, but that has since been dethroned by Doraemon Story of Seasons, but it's still like right up there. It still is one of my favorites. It was that, Friends of Mineral Town. I actually played more Friends of Mineral Town, the girl version, and I loved that game as well. They were some of my faves. I do miss the baby cow shed in the pasture for some reason. I always loved the little shed for newborns. There are some things that I like miss. There's some things I don't miss. Like I'm kind of glad that they took out animal death, because that was like pretty crushing to have animals like get sick and die or die of old age. Did it make it so that you were like, it was a little bit more realistic and you had to like keep up with things a little bit more? Yes, but I don't know. I get attached to my animals. I don't want them to die. I'm good without that. Oh yeah, today is a van day. I forgot. But yeah, this game is so good. I love all the cutscenes. I like how you get to kind of, I don't know, experience relationships with all the people. Oh, they did? I was already planning ahead for deaths. Yeah, they took away, so there is no animals dying of old age, and I believe if your animal, you know, like in that, so you have the health bar still for the animals. If your animal's health, I think, goes down to 0, instead of them dying, I'm pretty sure like Takakura like repos them and they just get like sold, is my assumption. Because that's how they've handled animal death in some of like the newer games, where I'm pretty sure Pioneers did that, though I wasn't like experimenting in that way. Doraemon Story of Seasons like 1 and 2 definitely do that, where they warn you like, hey, if you don't take care of your animals and they get really sick, we're gonna like take them back. So instead of having like a death cutscene, they just kind of have like the livestock dealer essentially be like, well, we're taking this animal back because you can't be trusted. Which is of course when you like, when they get sick and then you don't like treat it at all, you know. Makes sense. Yeah. So it's like, there's still a penalty for not taking care of your animals, but it's not like, you know, it's not so traumatic. Some of the death scenes in some of the older games are pretty rough, and they were definitely sad as a child. And they were definitely crushing. I remember like one of my sheep died when I was a kid, and I was like really sad. I was really upset by it. No, they dead? No. They just get taken away. By the way, that milk you gave me was fantastic. The flavor had a certain depth to it. Oh, when did I give you milk? Oh, when she bought... That's so interesting. She bought milk from me at my stand here. And now she has separate voice lines about what she bought. I didn't know that. I guess I didn't really talk to people after I set up stands before. Every playthrough, I always name the first cow Bessie or Jessie every time. The tradition never dies. I feel like that's so joyful though. Like, now for every single farming sim that we play through, we name, if we get given a dog, we name our dog Koro after the dog in Harvest Moon SNES, and we name every one of our horses Calf because of the mistranslation in Harvest Moon SNES. So all of our dogs are named Koro, all of our horses are named Calf, which makes for, now they're eternal, you know? Now they can never die. Our friends are always around. Alright, Van. San is like blocking Van. He wants to set up his shop, but she's in the way. Good day to you, Forgotten Valley. I am open for business. Alright, he's ready. Yes, come peruse my wares at your leisure. I am certain I have all that you need. I recently saw the Shepherd's Crossing is now on Steam and I want it so bad. Is it? I didn't know it was on Steam. I'm gonna have to check it out because I've been wanting to play Shepherd's Crossing. Ooh, thank you for the insider info, Floop. I'm gonna have to go find it. Check it out. Alright, let's see if he has anything interesting. More goats that we don't need. We have no additional outfits. We have one interior. I guess let's buy the interior because they do change some of the other carpets. Actually, I guess I could get him to buy my stuff. Actually, I don't care enough about that. Reminds me of my name in Zelda. A Link to the Past was Zelda, so I played the green guy. Zelda. all of them are Zelda now. Alright, there's that. Let me see what, oh yeah, I should get Poulter. Poulter is outside, I forgot. Poulter, hello. You have to come inside. Because it's raining. There. Alright, let's see. Change interior. Let's try the red one. Okay, so it's red in this room. What does Lottie's room look like? Okay, she's got like a star and moon situation. Also, what's her diary say right now? I wonder if Mama Raz wants me to inherit the farm. She probably does, and it's not like I have any other siblings, so I guess it's up to me. Maybe? Okay, and then we just have red. This turns to purple. I do like the purple there, but I don't know. Like, I think this is like one of the cuter. I wish I could mix and match. Like, I wish I could put different, like, different rugs for each room, because honestly, I don't really love the space one, except in Lottie's room, it turns it into this tiger rug, which I think is really cute. But I like the blue one better. There's like the blue one is like way more classic for the kitchen, I think. This one. The tiger rug is so cute. It is, it's so cute. So like, I like this kitchen the best, but I like the tiger rug, so I just stick with this, even though I don't really like the space rug. Space and constellations, I guess. Majora's Mask freaked me out as a child. I think that's pretty common. I think a lot of people were scared of Majora's Mask, or at least like disturbed as a child. Definitely a creepier one. Also, I don't know. Okay, flowering soon. Okay, those are still going. Let's see, are you gonna have a special line for me? That thing I got from you sure was tasty. Thanks a bunch. Oh, good. I'm glad, sir. Okay, Celia's change. Exit Vesta's house. Okay, it has to be sunny weather. Oh, in autumn or winter. Okay. It's not now. I do like this little vista over here. I don't remember if this was, it was probably in the original. I probably just like didn't notice as much. But I like that it's here. Alright, let me put my stuff away to sell. Let me grab Poulter as well, because I assume it looks like it's clearing up, so Poulter can probably go outside. A Wonderful Life, Animal Parade, and Tree of Tranquility were my favorites, in Harvest Moon games. Animal Parade, I felt did a good job of feeling up to date at the time, while still having lots of personality. I actually missed Animal Parade and Tree of Tranquility. Like, I played a lot of A Wonderful Life and Friends of Mineral Town, and I played a little bit of Magical Melody, and then I didn't play. I think I played Rune Factory 1, and I didn't really enjoy Rune Factory 1, so I kind of stopped in that franchise, though people have told me I need to go back. I need to play some of the more recent ones, and that the first one, or the one that I played, wasn't maybe the best version. And I also just didn't have as much patience as a child, so me not liking it doesn't necessarily say much. And yeah, and then I took a long break because I mainly didn't play console games. I was way more of a PC gamer, and I played MMOs for like well over a decade and spent most of my time raiding in there. And then Stardew came out, and I was like, oh nice, there's a farming sim on PC. Though I had a lot of issues with Stardew. Stardew was like definitely not my favorite farming sim. So I was like kind of medium on it. Like, I liked it because it existed on PC, but I wasn't like hype about it in general. But yeah, so and then a bunch of these started getting ported over to PC, and I was like, you know what, I should go back and play like all of them. Hello from Germany. Hello Charlie, welcome in, hopefully you're doing well. I was a console kid, but my father made me level his RuneScape character when he was at work. That is hilarious. That is so funny. I've actually been playing old school RuneScape because I was thinking about doing a video on farming mechanics in MMOs, because several MMOs actually have farming or gardening in some way. So I've been playing RuneScape, old school RuneScape, to level that. But it's a slow process. It's a slow process. It's fun though. I like that that old school RuneScape is just like very the grind feels good in there. It's like mindless in an excellent way. And that is kind of what I look for in MMOs. I don't want to grind where I have to think a lot. If I have to spend a lot of time doing it anyway, like, make it easy. Make it be kind of like AFK. And then I'm happy about it. Black Desert Online does farming in a really unique way compared to MMOs, I feel. Though I couldn't get into the game, it just didn't feel quite right. Yeah, BDO has a lot of issues, not least of which is the like pay-to-win structure of things like fail stacks and being able to run the banks in certain cities and stuff like that, like how gearing and stuff works. It is a beautiful game. It is a grind, because it's a Korean MMO, it is very grindy. So like the structure is a little bit different if you mostly have played Western MMOs. But I agree, the farming, I actually really love the farming in BDO. I was a big fan of the farming in BDO. But some of the other things are a little bit rough, I would say. Little bit more challenging to deal with. Oh my god, Takakura not letting me inside, shutting the door in my face. Sir, please. Alright, I guess I'll wait for Europa to wake up. 4-7, okay. And Floop, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the Jam fam. Hope you enjoy the emotes. Thank you though. But yeah, there's a couple of other... World of Warcraft at one point did have farming. It has since been kind of deprecated. It's not really useful, but in Mists of Pandaria there was a farm. And you did need things from the farm in order to cook the good food, and the raiding and stuff required that. Trying trying to think which other ones I was thinking of having in that video. It was WoW, BDO, old school RuneScape. I'm trying to think which other ones I had in there. I've got them on a list somewhere. Somewhere on my PC. Let me see, can I? Oh, there we go. Gotta wiggle a little bit. The one thing I will say, I wish we had a push button for pushing our animals. It is kind of annoying to just wiggle around and like hopefully stick to them and start pushing them out of the way. It's not the worst thing, it is just like slightly annoying. A little like walk up to animal, have one of the options be push would have been nice. I would have appreciated that. Oh yeah, Albion, yes. I was gonna have Albion, I was gonna have Final Fantasy XIV. It's been locked behind islands. Purchasing is cheap if you have a sub, but as a free player it's over 1 million. Yeah, I think I had/have a sub in Albion. I think I pay for it, but I like rarely play Albion these days. But yes, Albion has farming with the islands, which is nice. There's probably more, but they currently escape me. Currently escaped. Alright, let me get showered up. I don't think that there's any. I think I've finished. I am pretty sure that I finished the mine stuff. So I don't think I need to dig in the mine. But I might want to go dig in the mine at some point. I want to see how big it is actually. We haven't gone in there this year. So we should probably do that. Probably should check it out because it gets bigger every year. It starts out small and you guys running into each other. Okay, that is a rerun. Also, I don't know if you guys know, the Frightful Fear Fest program that sometimes plays on the TV in A Wonderful Life is literally actually creepy stories. Like, low-key terrifying. I was shocked. We were reading some of them out and I was like, these could actually be like normal like creepypastas or stories that you read on like Reddit or something. Like, they're actually kind of terrifying. They have no reason to be as creepy as they are, especially for daytime television. It's not like they only play at night, but the stories they're actually unnerving. So if you've never watched that show, if you've never like read through those stories, I recommend it because they're actually scary. I got chills a few times. I was like, okay, this is unsettling. Let's see, 5, I think. I'm gonna leave them in today because again, it's cloudy and it kind of looks like it's gonna rain, so we'll let them hang out in here so that I don't have to come back. We'll say hello to all of our birds. Most of my birds are male, mainly because I hatched several of them, and when we first started playing this game, I was doing a charity donathon for a agricultural charity that I really like. And part of that was, I think it was every time someone donated $50, they got to name an animal. And several times it was birds, and then I felt like I could not sell people's named animals. So we have like 2 mallards and a rooster, which normally I wouldn't keep, but we've kept them. We've kept them diligently. and they're just part of our flock. They don't produce eggs, but they're nice friends, so we appreciate that about them. Alright, yep, these guys, no new recipes. Also, I didn't even notice that there's a little tea set in the middle of their table. I just saw it for the first time, just now. Even though we've been playing this game for like 100 hours already. It's been a hot minute. Also, as a child, this Chihuahua, I read on a forum somewhere that that Carter would like give you this Chihuahua if you befriended him, which is not true. He's one of the several indicator animals for increased luck at different fishing spots around the valley, but I was like, oh my god, I want this Chihuahua. I was like, 2 dogs? That would be amazing. But no. He lives here. He likes it here. He's chilling. Hi, Raz. Hello, Saya. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully your Sunday's going well. Let's see, I forgot to water my crops, I think, so I might as well go do that. Also, what's up with Lottie? She's chilling. Oh, she's giving me attitude. Okay. Also, Floof, thank you so much for the hydrate redeem. Everyone make sure you get a sip of something. Water yourself too. Yes, exactly. If you've got something near you, take a sip. Doesn't matter what it is. A sip of something is better than nothing. Alright, let's get these watered. I am so thankful for the blessed watering can because it really does make everything like ridiculously easy. The one issue with having large fields of many crops in this game is that there is no batch harvesting, which is something I will forever miss from Harvestella because I doubt very many other games will ever implement batch harvesting. But I did like it in that game. Chill like always, and you? I'm doing well, we're just farming, so that's exciting. It's always happy. I'm always happy to be farming. Always a good time. Alright, let's go. Let's see how big it is. Oh, it's pretty big. Wow. The full size of the mine. No gold objects, though. Oh, there's one. Alright, we'll dig up a gold object. Yeah, let's get started. Like I said, we already finished getting all the tablets from the mining, because I think it finishes in year 5, so, or chapter 5, so there was that. So we don't need to dig for any particular reason. But we're just doing it for fun. We already saw the conclusion of the tablets, which was super cute. Carter has like super gone gray. Flora's only like a little gray. I think Flora was like around our age, I would say. We are prematurely gray because we are working ourselves to the bone, but she's somewhere around our age if I was to guess. We were probably both in our early 20s in like chapter 1. Though I guess, I don't know, we could have technically been younger when, because when this game first came out, I'm not sure what the culture was as far as like the percentage of people going to college, because high school was not I just still don't think it is compulsory in Japan. Like you can stop, or you could stop going to school after middle school. So it's also possible that we are a little bit younger than her. Like, she definitely went through university, but it's possible that we finished high school and then moved out here, like at 18, instead of being like 21, 22. I'm not sure though. I feel like I'd probably have to like track down the guidebook and read it, because I don't know that it says. I always just assumed early 20s, but who knows? Alright, that's enough digging for now. We don't need money, so we're all done, Carter. Come peruse what we dug up. We found this golden object, and he's like, that's trash. He's like, you can take that. We don't need that. Granted, I don't know how useful a golden comb would be. I feel like the teeth would bend on a golden comb pretty easily, but maybe gold plated with something else as like the foundational material would be fine. Alright, let me put Poulter inside, because it looks like it just started raining. In you go, Poulter. There you go. We get so much money and I'm just chilling, like I'm not even min-maxing it, but we've upgraded all of our buildings. I'm not gonna get the fertilizer machines for the other two fields, because I just like don't really use them, so it's pretty moot. Also, I guess I should use the fertilizer on my what, 2 trees? There you go. I guess I should probably check when I get back how much fertilizer is in my fertilizer machine at the top field, because I feel like I put in a big batch recently, but that doesn't necessarily mean much. It does go quick. Because it's like, I don't know, 140 or so. Yeah, I think it's like 140 per day-ish. So I have, maybe it's a little bit more, maybe it's more like 160 with the number of crops I have now. Let's look. Yeah, so I need some more for the afternoon section. Let me grab, I think I have a bunch of flowers still in my storage. Yeah, like I don't need any goddess drops actually. So we can turn those into fertilizer. Where do the bags come from? That's what I want to know. Do we have to load this thing up with bags? Like where are those from? Because every piece of fertilizer comes out with its own bag. Which is, like, I have not been putting bags into that machine, so I don't know how they're being made, but it's working out, however it's going. Oh yeah, daikon is going. Alright, let's do put all this stuff away. I also have not been processing all of my like milk into cheese and butter and stuff because again, we don't need the money, so. My sister grew up playing a game from the spin-off of Story of Seasons Harvest Moon, Rune Factory 2, Fantasy Harvest Moon. That is so joyful, PlayStation fam. Also, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, they are made, so like Rune Factory is made by the same people, and it's like, I think their explanation was they wanted to keep Story of Seasons and Harvest Moon as like the realistic, or like vaguely realism. As we know, there are fantastical elements. There's Kappa, there's the harvest goddess, there's harvest sprites and stuff, but they really wanted to do a fantasy version, but I think they thought it was too much for the mainline game, which they wanted to keep realistic, so they were like, let's just do our own thing. We'll make a totally separate like spin-off series, which has been honestly like very successful. In fact, in later years, I feel like there's a lot more people who have played Rune Factory than maybe Harvest Moon proper. I read your bio. Are you planning on playing the Rune Factory series? I am. I don't know when we're gonna get to it, though I have been eyeing, they just put out the special edition of Rune Factory 3, and I've had a bunch of VTuber friends who really think that I should play it and that I would enjoy it, so that one might be coming up sooner rather than later, but we will definitely play through all of the Rune Factory games. Can't believe this game is almost over. I know, Rissa, I know. We're in the final year. We probably have, I mean, it's probably going to take me 1.5 play sessions for each season, so it'll probably take us through, like, most of the month, I guess. But it will definitely be done before December, unless I, like, get sick or something. Also, Mel, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. So you haven't played any of them yet, you're about to be in for quite the ride. So I played the first Rune Factory as a child, but I didn't really like it. I'm not a huge fan of monster collectors or monster battlers in general, but people are like, you'll like it more now that you're an adult. They're good, the stories are good, so I will be revisiting them. This has an ending? Yes. This game has a definitive ending, more so than most of the Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons games, which we will see. So the game will end at the end of this chapter, so we have to get through like this last year. So we're in spring now. We have to get through, you know, summer, autumn, and winter, but then we'll get the ending cinematic. Though I will say, Harvest Moon SNES also has a definitive ending, and you get like a score. You get rated on like how well that you did. Oh, our cow did get dirty. Look how dirty she is. Does that affect her happiness? Let's see. Oh, it affects her health a little bit. Okay, so we need to brush her. Okay. You gotta get scrubbed up, girl. Okay, keep your cows clean is the lesson that we learned. Which I kind of knew anyway, but I was like, I hadn't let any of them get dirty, so I wanted to see what would happen. I wanted to see what would happen. Serena, are you pregnant again? Are you pregnant again, Serena? She doesn't say so yet, but I think she will be soon. Okay, so let's see. We have 4, 6. Okay, let me just get like 10 out. But you can, in this game, in the original, I don't think you could keep playing after the ending. You might have been able to in the special edition. I just don't remember. But you can keep playing after the ending in this game. So like the ending happens, you see the ending cinematic, but there's like an infinite mode that you can keep playing. So don't worry if you wanted to play this game and you are really attached to your farm and you feel like you're going to be really upset if they don't let you keep going. You will be able to keep going. but there is, story-wise, there is a clear end point. Also, oh my god, there's a massive mosquito. I'm trying to see if he's gonna come over here. I have a lot of spiders in my house, so I'm kind of just hoping that he gets caught in a web. But I thought they were all dead. It's so cold out. Mosquitoes are infinite. Don't they still also have the raise kid again option, then afterwards you're locked into the ending? I think Endless is called Heaven mode. I am not sure about the raise kid again mode. I guess we'll see when we get to the end what we've got. I wouldn't be surprised though, because though it seems like the kids' endings are a little bit like softened in this one, is like my perception, I guess. Like in the original, it definitely seemed like the farming and ranching were like the good ending, and it kind of seemed like the others were like not a good ending. Not that they were terrible, but just that like they weren't maybe the best or the most canon ending. But my understanding is that they seem a little bit softened in this one. Like I don't think your kid is like running away to like live elsewhere and do their own thing. But we'll see. Because I think in some of the other ones it felt more like in the older game it was like your kid was like, if they weren't going to take over the farm, they were like running away to follow their dreams kind of thing. Which is kind of a rough look. Sorry, Dad, I'm a rock star now. Reeves, exactly. Exactly. It was kind of like that. Where they would like leave and there would be like a note. I don't know, I'll have to like go back and look. I mean, we are gonna play both the original and the Another Wonderful Life on stream at some point. So we will get to experience all of that ourselves. Oops, I meant to save, but I guess I'm just sleeping. I'll just have to do my journal. It ain't much, but it's honest work. It is. We're doing fine on our farm. Okay. This one might be okay and just be cloudy, so I might let the animals out. It might be okay. I still remember a specific scene my sister got years ago. Can't help but wonder if they removed it, or at least removed one of the options. You could share it and I could try and tell you, because I do have the list of cutscenes up next to me. But if you don't want to spoil, that's fine too. Up to you. To be fair, it's also one of those things where it's like, can you really spoil a game that's been out for like 20 years? It's like, well, well, kind of no, but kind of not really. Alright, okay everyone, oh my god, the sheep. You guys gotta calm down. You're getting really heated right now. Keep it vague. Kid acts up. You get options to handle it when they are roughly a teenager. There's nothing. They took out a lot of the like I think more like distasteful cultural things. So like, for instance, a lot of the male, so you can marry anyone of any gender, and I think you can also be non-binary in this game if you prefer. In the original, so they even talked about it, the male romance candidates were kind of rough, and they talked about how none of them were very good romance candidates because the female version of the game was kind of an afterthought, and so they hadn't really conceptualized any of the male characters to be good romance candidates, but they've taken out a lot of like Matthew is pretty misogynistic in his marriage and in a lot of cutscenes in the original 2 games. They've removed a lot of that. They removed, technically because they made the bar into a cafe, the insinuation that Pui, aka originally Murray, is a bit of an alcoholic has been removed. The angsty like kid cutscenes, they were all like, you were handling your child with a lot more grace than I think the original had you doing, because, you know, times change. We realize that maybe being mean to your kids or misogynistic in your marriage is not cool. And yeah. All positive things in my mind. Hi there, Raz. Hello, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. We were just talking about all the cultural changes this game went through. But yeah, like I think I saw most of the angsty kid, like angsty teen cutscenes, and I don't remember there being any like really rough options. At least from what I remember. So they've done a good bit to kind of be like, let's soften it up. Let's make this a lot better and more palatable. It's good that games are slowly becoming progressive with gender identity. Yes. They're, I want to say, I don't remember if Harvestella let you be non-binary too. I don't recall. But this one definitely does. And they made that a point that they were like, you know, we want people to feel included and represented as much as possible. And like that's an easy thing for them to do, you know, to like let you pick pronouns, say that you're non-binary. Like it's not like difficult for them to add into the game. So I think they just removed one of the choices in the scene I'm thinking of. If so, that's good. It caught my sister off guard when she got it and chose it without knowing how intense it was. Yeah, there's definitely been some where they've either like rewritten the entire scene or taken out like 1 or 2 of the options that were like not good, that kind of thing. Things are alright. I'm enjoying the idea of not going back to ECT until Friday. My arms need a break from the IVs. Well, nice. I'm glad you're getting a bit of a break. Glad. It's always good to give your body a break. Hope you're well. Yes, I'm doing well. I don't know if me using up all of my huge spotted char was a mistake there, but I'm committed to it. But yeah, otherwise, let's see, we made it to the final year on the farm in this game, which is like exciting but sad at the same time. Because I'm like a little bit bummed that it's ending, but you know, it has to end. It has to end. It has to happen. Also, did I already put my milk away? I think I did. Let me see if I can give this. I forget if Lottie likes milk. Here, ma'am. Oh, she doesn't. She's like, no, Mom, I don't want that. Thousands of years from now, maybe someone will dig me up and be like, the people of this era. Just imagining it is kind of funny. That's funny. I guess I haven't, like, tried to give people a lot of things. I'm always sad about things ending. I think that's normal. I think it's normal to, like, get really attached and be, like, kind of bummed out when things are ending, but at the same time, this game ending means that we get to play a new game, and that's pretty exciting. Like, that'll be really fun. That thing from before tasted incredible, neighbor. If you ever get any more, you just let me know and I'll come running. I don't even remember what I gave that man. I have no memory. I think he bought it from my stall. I feel bad. I like never go up to Romana's anymore because like it's so far. But like I probably should. She is my grandmother-in-law. I should probably visit her. Also, Mr. Shady Shiat, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Hope you're doing well. You know, you remind me of my late husband. I haven't thought about this in a while, but many years ago, he and I went on a sea voyage. It was supposed to be a joyful thing. We never expected such a sturdy ship to capsize in the middle of the journey. My husband, he didn't make it. This is in my canon is that Romana is old enough that she was on the Titanic, which I don't think is remotely possible, but I can't tell if that's supposed to be a Titanic reference. As a widow of a very wealthy person whose husband dies on a ship that no one thought would sink. What do you think of painting, madam? It is one of my fondest hobbies, but I would like to hear your honest thoughts. I think it's a great hobby. Aha, so you agree. Well, even if you are simply speaking out of politeness, I am nonetheless heartened to hear it. This is Lumina's room. Our wife. This is her bedroom. It was always weird. There's so many locked, like, sheds and rooms and stuff that, I don't know, as a nosy kid, you were always like, why can't I get into this building? Maybe if I have to do something. And this game was very much like, no, you're just not allowed into certain people's outbuildings or separate rooms in their house. You'll never be able to get in there. But as a kid, it drove me crazy. I always thought there was like some way that I was like missing out on something. But alas, not the case. Sometimes things are just meant to remain a mystery. Ducky had Titanic on the TV yesterday. Prescient, very prescient then. I haven't seen Titanic in like such a long time. It's been many years, I think, at this point. Like I probably haven't seen it since maybe like 2007, 10, somewhere in there. A very long while. It's okay. It's like not my favorite movie. So, it's one of those where it's like, saw it, don't necessarily feel like I need to see it again. Speaking of movies that are coming out though, Miyazaki's The Boy and the Heron looks very good. I'm excited to see that one. My favorite Miyazaki film is actually The Wind Rises. I think that's his best work, genuinely. But I'm excited to see this one because it's based off of a novel that I have not read. I've been wondering if I should maybe read the novel before I go see the film, but it looks pretty hype. I think they just did the like English voice cast trailer, and it's like pretty star-studded, which is cool. So if you like seeing the dub version, it seems like they got a good cast. And it also, I mean, it just looks beautiful as well. Easy to want to watch. Pickles, what's happened? What happened? Where are you? Where are you? I don't know what she's doing. She was just hollering in the other room. Maybe she's having a tea party with her little raccoon friend. That's her favorite. Her favorite toy is it's technically a rectangle with ears and a tail and a little sewed-on face. So it's like, it's a raccoon, but it's rectangle shaped. But that is her favorite cat toy, and she carries it around everywhere. And they are best friends, and she has tea parties with them. Pick! Hey, big girl. Hey, hi. How you doing? Come here. Hi. Oh, hello. You having a tea party? Yeah. What are you doing? You playing? You gonna play? You in play mode? You in play mode? Oh, thank you for the teepees. Thank you for the teepees. How's the rizzing and farming going? Hello, Jack. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I mean, Riz is going great. We're friends with everybody. So I have to say that's great. Farming is going well. We're in our final year. Yeah, Pickles she's lit right now. She's playing with a bottle cap on the ground. So I'll leave her to it. She's having a blast. Hold on, let me get a toy for her. She's like wigging at let me get her something to play with. Pop-chan, come here. Here, you wanna play with this? What do you think? You wanna play with those toys? Play with this one here? No, you're just... You wanna play? Play? Tell me, girl. Tell me, girl. You wanna run? You can run. Oof. You're so flappy. Oh, you get that. Oh, you get that. Alright, I dug up some things for her to play with, so I'll have to run around with her after stream. Though she'll probably be trying to nap, but she's always down to run. She likes playing a lot. She's very active. Alright, let's see. I don't think I needed... Did I need these potatoes for anything? I don't think I did. I think I was just growing them to get them out of my storage. Speaking of, I think I can just move some of this stuff. I have a bunch of like objects that people gave me that I was supposed to use to increase my child's like interest in certain areas, but she's kind of beyond the point. her interests are her own thing. I can't really affect them after that point. All right, let's put these back. Should also grab. I'm trying to take out all my like rare S tier seeds and then move them higher up. I wonder if I should just sell. I can sell all the rest of my seeds. I don't know which ones I like need for stuff, but I can probably just sell all of them and then just buy back whatever I need for the hybridizing bit, because quite frankly, I'm probably just gonna do that anyway. I often just like forget what I'm doing. Don't think to check my own storage lockers and then just buy extra, so might as well just clean it out a little bit. Alright, let's see. Don't think we need any more in here. Alright. Can sell, luckily you can sell seeds just like in town. So Sadly, cannot sell any of my wares from the dig site in here, but we can sell them in town if we go in and set up our own shop stall. Which is kind of how you get around having, if you like really need money on a particular day. Though it's usually best to just wait and sell to Van after you've been friends with him. Oh my goodness! You're running? Hello! Hello! I heard you running. Hello! She's going, oh my goodness, she's going wild. The girls have gone wild. Okay, there's all that. Good luck to Takakura. Carting that up. Up the mountainside. I feel like he needs a wagon, to be honest. I feel like we should have like a second horse and he should have a wagon that he drives up. Because I feel like he can't carry all that stuff in his pockets. Even the guy in Harvest Moon SNES has a truck, because he lets you ride in it in the opening cinematic. The shipping dude, he like rolls up in his truck, and then you know, he gives you a ride into town, and explains to you that he's gonna like come pick up all your stuff at like 5 p.m. every day. So even he has a large vehicle to truck everything away. Alright, let's give Pooey his 100 gold. Alright, he's close, he says. He's close to his Cocoa Island venture. We'll see what happens with that. I assume he never gets to Cocoa Island. I just don't know if there's another cutscene to show him, like, losing all the money or something. Because I won't lie, I haven't really been keeping up with donating to him, like, as much as I probably should, so... There is that. What's up, Koro? Takakura vibing. He's trying to give me the cow lore. Alright. Walter's good, Koro's good. I think all of the birds are in the field for once, seeing as they like to escape. That is their favorite thing to do. To get out of this fence. They're lucky that there are no wild dogs in this game, because then they probably wouldn't make it. Truth be told, probably would not work out well. But there are no wild dogs, so we don't have to worry about that. Though when we play Harvest Moon N64, we will have to worry about that. Are the sheep? They're not even talking to me, they're just talking to everybody. They're just very chatty. There you go. She's been, like, sad lately, so she can get a flower. I like how she's like, Mama Lumina would love this. Like, I know, I'm gonna give her one. Let me go find her. I don't know if she's inside yet. Where is she at? It says that she's on the farm. I don't think... Yeah, she's not in the house. She might be in the barn. Sometimes she's in the barn. 5 Minute Crafts is a brand now. I feel like it's always been a brand. I feel like it's always been a brand. Basically anyone that makes content is a brand, technically. Just by nature of how that stuff works. So, they've always been there. Also, the sky looks very ominous. I feel like it's gonna start raining at any minute. I don't think it will. But I don't know. I guess it could. I don't know how many times a day it changes. Don't know how often. Alright. They're all good. Let's put them all away. It's making me nervous. I will say Fae Farm has been spoiling me because all of your animals go back automatically. So I've missed not having to put my animals away or keep too much of an eye on the weather either, because they'll put themselves away if it starts to rain or something. It's not even just at the end of the night, they'll just go back if it starts raining. Hi! Hi, what are you up to? You wanna come sit? Come here. Wanna come sit? Wow. Wow, what a big puppy. Wow, what a big bean. So fluffy. Yeah. You're running? Yeah, you were running? You're having fun? Wow. Big purrs. Big purrs from little beans. Pickles loves touching the mouse. She really likes pressing keys on keyboards, and she really likes, like, putting her paw on the mouse. So if the mouse moves, she's controlling it right now. So she's got that on lock. Just doing a quick hunt for eggs. Sorry if it makes anyone seasick. I know the top-down view can be a little bit wonky, but it is the easiest way to just quick look for eggs. I could cut all of my grass, but then I'd have to use fertilizer to grow it back, so this just is a little bit easier to do. Not that eggs like go bad as far as I know. I don't know that. I think you could leave them outside pretty infinitely, but alright, let's put Poulter inside. There we go. And then, whoops, let's drop all this stuff off. All right, nice. Alright, we're halfway through the season. It's coming towards the end. We gotta see if I can trigger. Let me see if old stories. I stole the mouse back from Pickles. Let me see if old stories. Okay, it doesn't have to be spring, so it's not the worst. It's also 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. as long as Takakura is in the valley, so oops, did not mean to turn around and go back, but I guess we're taking 2 showers today. Alright. Also, where our child often goes to the bar, I guess, or the cafe, as it is now called. I always think of it as the bar, though. I don't know how I feel about them sanitizing, like, the bars into cafes and stuff. I don't know. I guess maybe it just has to do with the changing demographic of the people who play the game. Like, the games were definitely originally, like, games were not necessarily for children originally. So there are a lot of themes in games that, you know, are a little bit older. My dear sweet Raz, let's always be together, just like this. Oh, my wife is the best. I love her so much. Here's the 6-hour forecast. We've got a high pressure system approaching, so the weather should be mostly sunny. Alright, this is a rerun. Look, today's amazing. I wish they kept that as it was. Yeah, it makes, I mean, there's at least one cutscene that kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense because they made it a cafe instead of a bar. But I do understand if they mainly are thinking, I don't know, it's weird because I do think that farming sims in general tend to be more for adults than children still. It's not really a genre that like kids interface with as much. And the original games were definitely conceptualized for adults. It just in the gameplay and themes and stuff, it makes a lot more sense. So yeah, I wish that they would, but I also don't know. Maybe there's some rules in Japan because they are a Japanese company where you have to like change your rating, for instance, if it has a bar or something like that, you know, like maybe it's not allowed to be E for everyone or something weird like that. So maybe they do it for that reason. Like maybe laws or rating systems have changed, but I definitely wish they had kept the bar. I like the bar, I like the idea of the saloon. I don't think it's a bad thing. Also, again, the protagonist is an adult. They're in their 20s, so it's kind of like the protagonists are not children in here. So they're inevitably gonna run into like adult issues and worries. But yeah, it's a bit strange because there's also, I mean, there's plenty of things in here that are, I would say, are like a little bit more like mature themes or require like a certain level of maturity in order to like understand the cutscene or like get what's going on. So, bit confusing. Thematically, it would fit better, but you're probably right about the rating thing. Yeah, it's very possible that just in the past, you know, X years, that rating has somehow changed and they want it to be accessible to everybody, so they don't, you know, they don't want to like mess with that, I guess. But it would make more sense. It also makes sense why everyone, it would make more sense as to why the cafe is not open in the mornings. It's only open in the evenings, really, like afternoon or evening time. But if it was actually a cafe, morning would probably be its busiest shift, right? Like thematically, that would make probably the most sense. I sometimes wonder if it's okay for me to stay in the valley my whole life. I think you can do whatever you like, ma'am. If you want to stay in the valley, stay in the valley. If you want to leave, you can leave. The best cheese you got. Coffee and cheese are a good combo. Want to try new ways to pair them. High quality cheese preferred. From Gavin. Cheese, any S rank. Is cheese and coffee a good combo? Maybe like cheese Danish and coffee. Need a king among kings. King Masu are said to have special powers. Planning to research this. Large specimen required. Large King Masu. Okay, I think, let me see if I have a large King Masu. I have the King Masu, I think, but cheese Danish is godly. Hello, Jammed, welcome in. It really is, though. Is huge enough, or does he just need large? I'll try it with this. And then he wants the best cheese we've got. Any cheese at S rank, which we can grab one of these and make a cheese out of this. We can do this. Okay. Toss that in there. I do love in this game, like I do enjoy the complexity of different cows producing different types of milk and those different milks being good for different products. I do like that. I think that is a positive. I do wish more games had a little bit more complexity like that in the keeping of livestock. Just to I don't know, like instead of just having one type of cow, it's nice to have multiples. Guess I'm just gonna wait. See, this is what I'm talking about. If this was a cafe, 9 a.m. would be like the rush hour. This would be like the prime time. What's up, Pick Pick? What's up, little Pick Pick? You're happy? It's so bizarre. Yeah, it's just trying to make it more kid friendly, I think. It might have also been, like, I do wonder if part of it was that they just didn't know how to rewrite the Murray scenes, and so they were like, well, if we just change it to a cafe, then you can't argue that he's an alcoholic, and it just kind of, like, removes a whole problematic section. Though, I've talked about this before, I have, like, mixed feelings on the Murray to Pui remake, because I do think he served kind of an integral role in the original. Because obviously the valley is very idyllic in this game. Even though people have issues, like, it's pretty rose-tinted glasses kind of space. Hey, thanks a lot. This is exactly what I needed. Here's your reward. Ain't nothing much, but I hope it helps. Thanks, bro. Those are actually pretty valuable. I'll keep you in the know if I need anything else. So I think you can make the... I think you can argue that, like, Murray / Pui was kind of poverty tourism in a way, which is negative. Also, Just V, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. But I also think that you can make the case that Pui being this man who had, like, maybe left his home, was potentially an alcoholic, was clearly struggling with homelessness, was kind of a reminder that although the valley is really idyllic and people really like their life here, that, like, it doesn't exist in a vacuum, that there is still, like, this larger world and there's problems and there are, like, lots of issues. It's just that they're kind of, like, so small that they don't experience a lot of them. But I kind of appreciated the realness and, like, the foil that he provided. But I also understand that you can definitely make the argument that he was kind of just, like, that you could have done that in other ways, I guess. Like, you could have had other cutscenes, you could have had characters, especially ones who go to and from the city, be the ones that kind of introduce or remind you of the non-idyllic realities outside of the valley, without it having to be, you know, this man who's homeless and an alcoholic in town that you kind of view as a nuisance, right? He always steals your stuff. You have to train your dog to, like, chase him off. You know, like, there's a lot of issues with that as well. So I can understand them kind of, like, reworking him, sanitizing a lot of his scenes, changing the cafe from, like, the bar from a bar to a cafe to kind of alleviate some of that. A mysterious liquid ebbs and flows inside this tank. I don't know that Daryl should be doing any of this. A few tools for use in Daryl's experiments are lying around. He must not have been able to fit them in his lab. Hello, hello, it's a lazy Sunday. That's the best kind of Sunday, in my mind. Lazy, chill Sundays. Various plants are sprouting here. Daryl must be using them in his experiments. I gotta say, Daryl is also kind of like a solar punky vibe. I have a lot of issues with Daryl. He's kind of a weirdo. He stalks Flora. He has like issues for sure. But he's also like doing a lot to experiment with like alternative energy sources, and I can kind of appreciate that about him. I kind of love that about him. Even though he was like the first person we befriended and then kind of like never spoke to again because I don't know, he kind of freaks me out. He's kind of terrifying. His house is kind of terrifying. Finally, the time has come. He looks so haggard now that he's old. Oh, it's you. What do you want? What's, going on? My current topic of research, solar energy. The secrets surrounding our very own sun simply beg for exploration. If I can harness the sun's boundless energy, I'd be able to power the whole valley, nay, the entire world. You can't be in front of the monitor, Pick. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? You gotta keep going. Somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna jump down. Okay. To perform such experiments, of course I would need some form of storage units to contain said energy. And da-da-da-da! It's a good thing I'm a genius so I can make those units myself. This here is the main apparatus of the solar power storage. Count yourself lucky, my friend, for you are going to be able to witness a scientific miracle. Commencing operation in 3, 2, 1, and here we go! Yes! Yes! Excellente! Fluctuations, the voltage increases, everything looks stable so far. I'm sure everything's fine. Oh, what's this? Something's not right. What? Oh, how electrifying! Ah, that explains it. It seems the circuit breaker tripped. Nothing a genius of my stature can't fix. In the meantime, my home power unit is back on the job. It seems I have a number of improvements yet to make before I can consider this a success. Classic Daryl. He looks like he hasn't blinked in ages. Yeah, he's got some serious dry eye happening. Let's see. Let's give him his. Let's see if this fish. You don't have what I asked for, you dullard. This is a joke. Okay, he actually needs just a large King Masu. Okay, huge King Masu won't work. This man. I guess we have to go fish for one. Listening to your description of it, I can understand why they wanted to change it, but I do wish adults were more willing to allow children to face difficult ideas and challenges. That is true. That is true. Games and books are actually a pretty decent medium for introducing kids to challenging concepts, I think. Like, it's, you know, I played the original. I don't think I was, like, really traumatized by Murray existing, you know? I think I just understood that he was, like, struggling, and that it was a shame. So I do think that there are alternate ways that they could have kind of included a similar character or like reworked him a little bit differently that would have had kind of the same feeling in many ways without being offensive, I guess, or too much or something for a kid. Alright, let's see. So we're looking for, I guess we need a large size only king masu. We have a normal size king masu and we have a huge king masu, and he doesn't want those. He's very, very particular about what he wants. I'm pretty sure king masu are only in this like waterfall pond. Like, I don't think I can catch them farther down the river, or if I can, I've never seen them. I've always seen them in here, so. We'll see if we can get one for him. I don't know how many days we're left on that thing. It's not the end of the world if we don't complete that quest, to be honest, so. Not the biggest deal. I like how I'm like obscured. Every time I turn around, I'm like half obscured by the weeds right here. Kind of silly. Oh, there's also another patch of mushrooms across the way that I did not notice. The little Easter egg mushrooms. I guess I rarely fish from this angle. I guess, in fact, when I'm normally fishing at this spot, I'm normally on the other side of the river. I don't know why. It just feels better to stand over there, I guess. It's nice now that we're like done with most of the stuff. We could just like fish all day. Pretty relaxing, pretty chilled out. We don't actually have to work that hard. Though we will have to do some hybridizing as we come up towards summer. We do have some things that need to be put in the ground on summer 1, so might have to look into that. Because we had a couple of rare plants that did not go to plan. Last year I lost all of my artichokes, sadly. I put them in like a little too late. I thought I could make it, but they were like 1 day off. In my hubris, I got punished for it. Alright, spotted char. Alright, this will be the last fish, and then I gotta go put all my animals away, do evening barn chores, all that good stuff. It's a little rough because there is no indication what kind of fish you get until you like fish it out. If it was like Animal Crossing, we could look for like the large shadows and be like, okay. Alright. It's just a normal king masu. Yob. The great artichoke crash of 2023. I know. It was really sad. Luckily, again, it's not the end of the world because we had an entire other year to do it, but it was slightly tragic. Slightly sad. Alright, got all these guys. Do they have all their food? Let's check before I put everyone back. They do. Put them all back inside. I do appreciate the bells. I love the bells right outside the buildings that I can just ring once. Love that for us. Instead of having to manually move animals back and forth, which is always kind of dicey. Always takes way more time than you think. But this is much better. Also, just in time. It's starting to rain. Alright, let's see. Any other eggs? Sometimes when I'm going back through the VOD, I like spot an egg that I definitely missed in the field, but I eventually get all of them, so it's fine. Hello, Remy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. We're just farming the huge. Let's put Poulter inside, because it's starting to rain and Poulter apparently is not welcome in the doghouse. So Poulter has to be brought inside by us. Alright, I'm gonna save those orange seeds for now. I might actually cut down my orange tree and plant the other one. Let me see where my orange tree even is. Let's see, that's a ban orange. That's a normal orange. It's like already the 6th. I don't know if it's worth because I feel like I'm gonna miss. It takes like 10 days for them to grow, so I think as the final season is like almost upon us with them, I'll just sell those. Okay. Let me see if I can fish up any more of those. Another king Masu. Hopefully the right size this time for Daryl. Oh yeah, how many days did I have to complete that quest? 4 days. Okay. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. What a big leap. Miss Pickles, you wanna come sit? You wanna come sit? Come here. There you go. Wow. This fish does not want to bite. We're gonna stare off. There we go. Nice job, Pickles. Nice job. All right. Normal king Masu. I just need a large king Masu. I just need large. I don't need very large, and I don't need huge. Very, very particular size requirements that Daryl. I don't know why he just needs a large. I don't know what his reasoning is for such a specific fish size, but we'll try and get it for him. We'll do our best. Fish going at it this time. My pockets are just gonna be like full of fish with like no way to sell them. Alright, let me go sleep because I'm old now, so I get tired easily. I get tired quick. It does look pretty with the rain and the cherry blossoms, though rain really destroys cherry blossoms. The minute it rains, cherry blossoms kind of just fall and become a slippery slurry on the ground. They're actually cherry blossoms like natural enemy. Once the rain comes, they're pretty much done. Smelly fish pockets. I know. Yep, our pockets are full of fish. We'll take a shower, but we're not gonna wash our clothes because I guess we don't have a laundry machine. We wear the same stuff every day. I'm hoping that we have multiple sets of every outfit, but who knows, honestly. Maybe we're just grungy. Alright, time to sleep. Aww, the Gary and Nina dream. I like rearranging our things from time to time. It's like moving into a new home with considerably less effort. That's true. Moving is trash. Moving is like my least favorite activity. Actually, hold on. I never noticed there's a little icon in the bottom left that shows like almost like lightning and a like power line or something. I've never noticed if that's a little indicator of whether it's gonna rain when it's cloudy, so I guess we'll leave our animals inside today, maybe? Yay, farm game! Lane with T, hello! Welcome in, hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. Yeah, we're making our way through year 6, the final year in this game. So we're in spring, so we still have a while to go, but we got some time. Okay, we gotta, let's see, who needs food? 4. I'm gonna leave them inside for now, and then when it gets sunny, I can take them out. I'm good. Someone posted your link on Blue Sky and I saw Story of Seasons. Oh, yay! I'm glad. Yes, we're playing through, currently, I'm on a mission to play through every single Story of Seasons and / original Harvest Moon game ever made. We have so far completed, on stream, we have completed Harvest Moon SNES, Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town, Doraemon Story of Seasons, and we're very close to finishing this one. And we also started Doraemon Story of Seasons Friends of the Great Kingdom, but we put it on hold to work on this game when it came out at launch, but we're going to circle back to that one. But yeah. I like Rune Factory series a bit more. I love these games. Yes, I played the very first Rune Factory, but like when I was a kid, so like 20 years ago. Longer than that, probably. And I wasn't a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of monster collectors or monster battlers, but I have a lot of VTuber friends who have told me that the earlier Rune Factory series maybe wasn't the best one for me to start with. It was what I had at the time, but like that some of the later games have like iterated better. And they've been highly recommending that I try the special edition of Rune Factory 3 that just came out, but like Rune Factory 3 and 4 have probably been the most recommended to me, so I'm definitely gonna play through all of the Rune Factories. One, because, you know, I was a child when I originally played it, so, you know, there's no guarantee of taste there. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. There's a spin-off. There's a spin-off that's called, I want to say it's Innocent Life. It's like a futuristic Harvest Moon, so it's kind of going the opposite direction of Rune Factory, which is like the more fantasy focused, into more like sci-fi. And I do want to play that one as well, because that one looks interesting. Again, sci-fi, not really my jam, but it's like an interesting concept, so I think it's worth giving it a go. Rune Factory 6 was actually just announced. The newer games are fantastic, and yes, Rune Factory 3 and 4 special are great. Yes, that is what I have heard. Everyone has been like, you know what, Raz, I think you should play these, I think you would enjoy them. So they're definitely on my list. So I'm hype to play those. Also, thank you so much, Lane, for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome in. But yeah, I think, I don't know what the timing is going to be about when we're going to play them. I'm thinking I'm going to announce the details, I think, probably on my birthday stream, which is on December 2nd, but we're going to be doing kind of a community-led voting system through most of January to determine what games we will play for that year. So there's always a chance, if the Rune Factory folks show up in force for the voting, then maybe one of the Rune Factories will get bumped up to a higher slot than it would maybe otherwise have gotten. Okay, Lottie just doesn't want to talk to me right now. I don't know what her jam is. I don't know what her deal is right now. I think we're still gonna get the music ending though. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't think we're gonna get the farming ending. I just don't see it happening. Also, where is Takakura is still out and about. Even if not, these games are all about taking your time, so no rush. So very true. I have a really bad habit in games in general of like rushing at the tail end. Like, I think part of it is I get really excited to like see what else is going on with like a new game or something, but I try not to rush, because if I rush at the end, then it often feels like unsatisfactory. So I'd rather like see all the stuff, experience as much of it as I want to experience, and then when I feel like we're at like a sane stopping point, then we finish out. Or like with this game, there's a definitive ending, so we just get to the end and we see the ending cutscenes and we're like, okay, cool, nice. Like, we're pretty close to ending Fae Farm right now. Like, we're really close to ending the main story of Fae Farm. And then we've got, like, I'm gonna do the romance in Fae Farm and maybe, like, a little bit more of the advanced farming, because there's some crops that we, like, didn't get to see. But once I feel like we're at a good stopping place, then we will end peacefully there. Okay. I think Takakura is now in the village. Let me see if I can trigger this cutscene. It's called Old Stories. I think I have to, it's sunny out. I think it's after 10 a.m. Takakura is in the village. If I walk down to the beach. So Mama Raz just sent you a letter out of the blue without even knowing for sure who you were? That must have taken a lot of courage. I can't even imagine. That ain't all either. See, when Raz got together with Lumina, we just roll up. Well, maybe I'll save that story for another time. Oh, hi Mama Raz. Hey, wait, Uncle Takakura, don't leave me hanging. I want to hear the rest of the story. Aww, her adopted grandpa. I love that. I love that Lottie like adopts him as her grandfather. It's literally the most joyful thing. It's my favorite. Alright, we've seen that cutscene. So now I'm gonna go fishing, see if we can get that Masu. Also, let me swing by here. I think I can just go give... Let me see, I think the tomato counts as a fruit, a field fruit. So I'll try giving that to her. Let's see what she says. It might not though, I don't always remember which is which. Let's see. Hear about your request. There you go. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for this. It's just what I needed. It's not super special or anything, but I hope you like your reward. Did I thank you already? I forget. But thank you anyway. I'll let you know if I post anything else. Alright, thanks girl. Okay, nice. Got that all set. Now we just need to hunt for this large size only King Masu for Daryl. Picky scientist man that he is. Alright, let's see. Can we get a large size King Masu? We have like 3 days to do it in. I'm not sure what the rate of that is. It would probably be helpful if I had fished up a lot more of these on the days where there was the lucky animals to determine that there was like a much higher chance of catching a larger size fish, but as I determined, he doesn't want a huge king masu, so I don't know how much that would actually help me. Not sure how helpful that would actually be. Oh, this fish is like trying to leave. That string fish was fighting for its absolute life. It was like about to go up the wall. It was like in the far corner. I don't mind really passive fishing games, like mini games like this, but I think more games should just steal Animal Crossing's fishing game. Because it's literally one of the best ones out there. And I love it so much. And other fishing mini games just aren't as good, unfortunately. So I think they should just steal Animal Crossing's. I don't know if they just don't want to get into some litigation battle with Nintendo, but I feel like it'd be worth risking it for the biscuit that is an excellent fishing minigame. It's simple and sweet and not overly complicated. Yeah, it's like, I like that you can identify fish by like different shadow sizes. I like that there's at least like some complexity about casting out at the right angle and working with the flow of the water, but it's not like crazy. And then it's just like a timing thing. And like certain like really high value fish are more likely to punish you if your timing is bad, but it's like perfect. It's just right. And it's a little bit more active than this, you know? Lots of games do this where you just fish at spot, fish bites, you reel in, but there's no actual, like, you're not doing anything during the reeling in, it's just the timing bit, but I just like the Animal Crossing one. It's one of my favorite things to do in Animal Crossing. I really did not like New Horizons, but I could still go out there and fish in that game for like a billion years. Like, New Horizons was it was definitely my least favorite in the Animal Crossing series. I thought it just deviated in ways that I just really didn't like, but however, the fishing was still good. How's the farm today? Hello, Alexander. Welcome in, welcome in. Farm is doing well. We are currently... Daryl has assigned us to get a very particular size fish, so I'm trying to do that. Which one is your favorite? So I'm really biased. I am a huge fan of the GameCube original Animal Crossing, but I also really liked New Leaf. So it's probably those two. I just loved... There was a lot of fun festivals and stuff in the original Animal Crossing that got removed or changed in later games, which made me a little sad. Like, I liked that Franklin asks you to steal silverware off the table because he's afraid that he's gonna get eaten for Thanksgiving. Like, that was pretty next level. So I just really like the original a lot. New Leaf was the, it was it DS or was it 3DS? I think New Leaf was 3DS, if I'm remembering correctly. I will say, literally any other genre, I love an in-depth, complicated fishing game, but that's because I spent childhood playing old fishing sims. In stuff like this, not so much. Yeah, that's fair. Wild World was my first, and I have a soft spot for it. I think you'll always love your first Animal Crossing, which is why, like, a lot of people were introduced to Animal Crossing by New Horizons, so I don't blame them for adoring New Horizons, because you will always have a soft spot for your first one. It's the same thing, like, with the Harvest Moon franchise. You're always going, like, if you played the game and you liked it so much that you would play subsequent games, you're going to love that first one. It's just it. It's just how it works. My first one just ended up being the OG, so So I just have a huge soft spot for it. But I did really enjoy New Leaf. I played New Leaf when I was in Tokyo. I went to a secondhand shop and bought the special edition Animal Crossing 3DS and New Leaf, and I played my New Leaf is entirely in Japanese, and I played it in Japanese, and it was actually really good for me because I'm super illiterate. I'm terrible at kanji, but Animal Crossing is such a like chill game with low stakes that, and they write all the kanji have furigana above them, so it was actually like an excellent language learning tool. So it worked out very well for me in that regard. It was lots of fun. But yeah, I think the original is still my fave. But I do have many fond memories of New Leaf. I just didn't like it with New Horizons. I just really don't like the I don't like terraforming. And I didn't like a lot of the like decoration stuff. I know that's like some people's like whole favorite thing, but I liked decorating my house in Animal Crossing, but terraforming just made it so that there were too many I had too many choices. The burden of choice was real, and it would kind of stress me out. So that's why I don't really like New Horizons. So, but the other games I thought were way more chill. More to my taste / speed. Alright, burbs are all good. They're all happy. We have some more things to pick. Alright, these are all good. I can pluck all of my tomatoes. I should probably save some S tier tomatoes. Okay, Daikon is doing well. My big thing with New Horizons was the initial pressure to make a really nice island that the game approves of instead of letting me go nuts off the bat. Yeah, there is that too. Oh, we finally got S tier goat milk. Wow. It only took literal years. Pockets full of fish and still not the ones I need. Alright, let me save I'll save like 9 of the S tier ones, so if I need these for other quests, I don't need to grow more fruit. Also, Isabelle is a picky lady about her islands. Isabelle is a bit of a taskmaster there. Okay, so that's all good. I'm gonna go back out and see if I can catch that fish. So we haven't gotten it yet. Plus, Daryl comes into the forest at night in order to stare at Flora, so he's easy to find on like most evenings. All right. Let's see. Can we get the correct size fish? Maybe, maybe not. Also, with the original, like the OG Animal Crossing, I can't explain to people the stress involved with visiting someone else's town. Of either them entrusting their memory card to you, or you entrusting your memory card to them and like hoping that nothing happened to this physical object, which would result in your entire town being lost. Or their entire town being lost. I'm sure more than a few friendships were completely broken up by somebody accidentally ruining a memory card. Or in the case of me having a dog get to one of them at one point, she bit right through it. Not my Animal Crossing one, but one of our other many memory cards. Actually tragic. Also, the 90% possibility of a villager you like will decide to go to your friend probably also cause some friendship destruction. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, the chances of your villagers just moving out after that and you being like, oh my god, that was my favorite friend. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Truly a travesty. There was such a joy in the old Animal Crossings, though. I love them a lot. I'm a big fan. I spent many hours playing those games. I have like fond memories of my parents being like really upset because my brother and I brought our GameCube to Thanksgiving at my grandparents' house, and us having to like sneak off to go do the Franklin quests, or like changing the time of our GameCube so that we could do them like one day before, and just dealing with the issue of all the weeds when we had to time skip back. And our parents being like, what are you doing? And we were like, we have to do this. Franklin needs us. This is required. We have to steal silverware for this turkey and then find him where he's hiding in a game of hide and seek around the village. It was also one of the only things to get me up early during the summer because I wanted to do Dagio Taiso in the park with Tortimer. Or down by the wishing well. It's a responsibility. It really was. It was very important to me at the time. It was very important to me at the time. It seemed mission critical. Emote fail. It's probably the what's it called? The little quote after it probably messed it up. As a child, I was always the RPG brat who'd play the 100-hour messes, but as an adult with 2 children to care for, I've learned to appreciate these sorts of games and their slow pace because I can enjoy them while watching the goblins. True. There's something to be said for games that don't require a lot of brain power to play through, that are like good for you when you have other stuff going on. Or games that you feel like you can comfortably hop in and out and not be like hard punished for. Again, I feel like it's one of those things that as a kid you want the like long grindy games that you can just live in, and then as an adult you're like, well, turns out I have responsibilities now. There are things that I have to do. Honestly, most of the reason that I started streaming was because I really wanted to play all of the Harvest Moon and Story of Seasons games. However, it was hard for me to justify the amount of time that most of them take, especially the older ones tend to be somewhere between 60 to 120, 150 hours to complete just like the main story, not even if you're like completionisting. So I was like, well, if I stream it, I'm setting aside time several times a week to play these games, and the anxiety part of my brain, if I tell people that I'm going to be doing something at a certain time, is going to force me to do it, even if other things come up. So it was kind of a convenient, you're all secretly my accountability partners, so thank you for helping me complete long games that I really wanted to play when I was struggling to justify spending that time by myself. What do you mean I can't grind 60 hours because taxes need to get done? Exactly. That's part of why I stopped. I used to play a lot of MMOs, and I used to raid a lot in MMOs, and I ended up. There's various reasons why I stopped raiding, but a big part of it was just I couldn't put in the time anymore. Like anytime an expansion dropped or a new patch with a new dungeon, the time sink was a lot. Because you're on a team of people, it feels like extra bad. Like you can't just not put in the time when everyone else is kind of putting in the time. So it's just like every time a patch came out with a new dungeon or a new raid, or if an expansion dropped, it was like in a huge amount of time. I just wouldn't sleep really. I would just be like pulling really long hours into the night and then having to go work in the morning, and definitely not being at my best for that. So I was like, that's probably not healthy. That's probably not the way. I keep assigning myself creative projects and the like, so my free time for longer games keep evaporating, but it's rewarding in its own right. I mean, I think it's whatever you like to do, and so like if you're enjoying your creative projects, whether you're like painting or drawing or knitting or sewing or whatever else you end up doing, like I think it's really rewarding to be able to like make something, do something that you enjoy. So it's worth setting aside time for that. It's worth setting aside time to like have hobbies, learn new things. Even if it feels like not, I don't know, efficient, you know. But that's the capitalism gremlins trying to tell you that everything in your life should be about efficiency, when really it should be about enjoyment. We're not on this rock for very long, so we might as well enjoy the time that we're here. Might as well have a good time. I feel like I'm never gonna get this fish. I don't want to like be a doubter, but it feels like I'm never gonna get this fish. If I can get comms every so often, it's nice. But it's nice seeing people happy with something you made. That's true. That is true. It's like very satisfying to be able to bring joy to somebody else. We're here for a good time, not a long time. It's true. It's true. We're not, the human lifespan is not very long in the grand scheme of things. We're here for a very short time, as far as the earth is concerned. So you might as well spend time enjoying things you like, being nice to people, eating good food, you know, seeing good sights, growing cool vegetables, whatever you like to do. As long as it's not, you know, infringing on anybody else's ability to have a good time, you know. If you're like, well, my favorite thing to do is be a murderer, well, that ain't it. But if you really like painting, go for it. Something sees the day. Exactly. But also everything in moderation. Sometimes you have to go to work. Sometimes you have to cook food. Sometimes you have to raise children. Sometimes you have to do things that aren't always 100% fun, but still need to get done. Like, hatching my roof, or I don't know, fixing the light fixture outside. We have like a floodlight outside that burned out, and like I haven't gotten around to fixing it, and it's now at a point where like it's so dark outside. I have to go out with a lantern every time I want to like do something out there. And because it's now getting dark earlier, I'm like, man, probably should have taken care of this before it was going to be dark by the time I get home, but the dishes from dinner because the dishwasher broke. The dishwasher breaking is always a big sad. Always big sad. Though I would say doing dishes by hand is not my least favorite activity. There's way worse cleaning tasks for me. Like I really don't like cleaning bathrooms, like the shower. I really don't like cleaning showers. It has to get done, but I don't enjoy it. Or like dusting. I don't really like dusting, but if I don't do it, my house gets dusty. So, sometimes you gotta do it. Alright, Van is in town. He's ready. I guess, let's see, it's the 8th. I should probably see if I need to hybridize anything. I'll have to take a look. I'm gonna rest this controller on Pickles for a second. Alright, you hold this controller, Pickles. She's so mad already. She's already upset. Alright, let me see. Where is my rare crop guide? Okay, I need to do, okay, my artichokes is what I have to redo. I have to redo artichokes. I have to redo, what else do I need? Oh yeah, eggplants. Alright. What else? Garlic, ginger, anything else needs to go now? Did I already do peas? I don't think I did peas. I think I did beans, so I need peas too. Okay, well let's... and peanuts. Oh my god, there's so many things. Should I start some of these later? Maybe I do... which of the two? Let's start artichokes and peas we can start later. Let's do eggplant and we definitely have to do peanuts, so I might as well go do that. Hello, baby Pickles. Alright, let me go see what I need for those. Bathrooms I get because it's such an enclosed space that chemical feel gets all over you while scrubbing. Yeah, it's not good. Cleaning the drainage is nightmare inducing. That is true too. Yeah. Cleaning a shower drain is not fun. Ever. Gotta keep going, Pick. I'm sorry. I need to look at this guide, girl. I have to. I'm sorry. I'm not good enough to know these hybrids by myself. Alright, let me grab... we'll have to go to Vesta's. I don't know who's around to sell me seeds at Vesta's right now. I guess I never really went to Vesta's on van days. Are they all gone? They might be all gone right now. They're all missing. They're taking the day off. I should have snagged Matthew while he was still there. Alright, let me sell some of these fish in my pockets. Because I have lots of fish in my pockets that I just genuinely don't need. Alright, let's sell. Sell all this stuff as well. Those from my storage unit. where I'd just been hoarding things in case I needed them for quests. I don't know why. I'm also not gonna barter with this man because I don't need the money, so I'm all set. Alright, let me just check. I don't think he has anything new. Okay, these are all good. I don't feel like I need different outfits, to be honest. I have a fair few of them, but I don't know if they were necessary, per se. Okay, so let's see. For the eggplant, I'm gonna do eggplant and peanut to start. Eggplant needs tomato, which is potato and tomato, and gritoma, which is, I don't know what a gritoma is off the top of my head. Watermelon and tomato. Okay. Oh. Moving my chat screen around. Too much. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna stalk Vesta's farm and see if they return. See if they come back in a timely fashion. I do like how the wind is so weird, because I think it's just meant to be like, it's windy because they have these like windmills up here, but it always sounds like it's like whistling through a cavern or something. It's like windy in a very particular way that doesn't seem like it would actually be in this space. Instead, you'd expect it to just sound like wind moving through grass or something. But yeah, it ends up being kind of spooky, kind of eerie, especially because there's no like music in this like corner. Like the Vesta's farm music doesn't like play here, so it's just kind of a weird vibe. All right, Matthew's just like angry wandering over there. He's very, I don't know, he's very grumpy. He has a lot of feelings. He walks around just like head down, hands in his pockets. Grumpy. The grumpy trot, exactly, yeah. A little like vulture walk, head down. Head down, upsetty spaghetti. It is kind of spooky. That's a cute emote, little ghost with a little like pumpkin bucket, trick-or-treat bucket. I didn't get any trick-or-treaters this year, but I wasn't like expecting to get any trick-or-treaters because I live in the middle of the woods. So it's a long walk for kids on a road that people travel kind of fast, and there's no sidewalk, so it's probably not the safest one to be traveling on. But I was a little bummed. I'm always like a little sad. He looks like he's gonna kick a rock and call it a bad word. Probably. Probably. That does seem kind of on brand for Matthew. I am a little sad that they like redid his design. I liked him when he was Marlin and he was like our little angry Yankee man. I liked that about him. I liked his little pompadour. I thought it was charming. But I get it. I understand. They're trying to conceptualize him more as someone that's like actually kind of appealing as a marriage candidate, I guess. And his original design was meant to be like the angry rival for Celia's affection. 2, 4, 6, 8. Alright, let's see. Put all these down. And we'll talk to everybody. Oh, I knew you were pregnant, Serena. I knew it was happening again. I read that, like, Serena and her kid are doing all right, and I was like, I guess I must have missed when it said she was pregnant. It said she was restless, I remember that one. That one I recall. Alright, let's pick up all of our birds. It's much easier in the larger coop to like collect all the eggs because, I don't know, then you're not like having to scramble as the others rush to the eggs to try and sit on them before you can get to them. Have they started adding same-sex romances to Story of Seasons yet? They finally added it in Rune Factory 5 and I've really been enjoying it. Yes, so you can marry the same gender. So in this one, you can actually pick to be male, female, or non-binary. You can marry any gender. You can also have same-sex relationships in Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town. I'm not sure, but I assume that they also allow same-sex relationships in the remake of Friends of Mineral Town, though I haven't played that one yet. But I'm just assuming that maybe that's the case. I guess I don't have to water any of these. They're all done. I believe also, weirdly enough, you could have a same-sex relationship in the Japanese version of, I want to say the DS game or something, but Natsume ended up like writing it out. It was something like weird like that. Like Natsume didn't like it because Natsume is also a Japanese company, but they're like trash. And they ended up like erasing one of those, which is awful. Classic Natsume though. So there was like a weirdly early same-sex relationship that got erased because of Natsume in the English version, but existed in the Japanese version, I believe, in one of the way older ones, but final year in Story Seasons, you're all silver hair. Hello, Opie, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, I'm like a silver fox now. I'm all gray. We're in our final year. What else are we up to? I need to like go to Vesta's and see if I can snag some seeds to hybridize some stuff. But yeah, it is very exciting. I'm pretty hype. I don't know what time Vesta's closes though, so let's see. Let me see if they'll sell me seeds at like 8 PM at night, or if they'll be like, don't talk to me. Go back to your own farm, Raz. Because I'm gonna need to buy a bunch.
Hey!
Do you know how to cook starchy veggies? I think I do, but thanks for the recipe. I am looking to buy something today. I remember seeing a thing where they added an androgynous character, but then during the walk at your wedding, the game announced that they were the opposite gender, like they were just born. It was really weird. That is weird. Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, this game is totally cool. I wouldn't be surprised if it was done by Marvelous in like the recent era. That might be a mistake. Like I wouldn't be surprised. If it was done by Natsume though, it's probably on purpose. They clearly had some weird erasure things, some issues happening between those two companies. Probably because Natsume was always just like greedy, money grubbing, pretending like they were the original devs all the time. As you can tell, I don't like Natsume at all. I have a grudge against Natsume. So I will, unfortunately for them, I will never play a Natsume game that they develop unless they apologize to everyone for cosplaying as the original Harvest Moon devs, with their false advertising, or at least advertising that obfuscates that fact, and basically like defrauding people of money with the games that they developed after they like copyrighted the name Harvest Moon and made Marvelous go make the name Story of Seasons for the games that were actually by the actual developers. But yeah, until they do that, I'm not gonna purchase games from them, because that seems shady. That seems not in line with sane things. So I'm good without that. Alright, so I need to get green toma. Is that watermelon? I keep forgetting. Are you watermelon? Yes, it is a watermelon for Gritoma. Watermelon seed. 50 of those. This is also definitely not how you're supposed to do the hybridization in this game, but this is how I do hybridization. You are definitely supposed to plant like seed crops and then turn those into seeds, and I just don't do that. That ain't me. Okay, yeah, Gritoma, so I need more. Need more Gritomas. Nope, not yet. I do wish I could like put in my order all together. If I was like, I need 300 watermelon seeds, 200 tomato seeds, and then they could ring me up all at once, because I always forget. No seed November. Hello Kushatik, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hope things are going well by you. I feel like no seed November would hurt me more than most people. I would be pretty bummed out. I would be in rough shape. Alright, let's leave for now. And now I'm gonna go hang out with Vinny and do some of these hybridizations. See what we can get. Because if we can at least get some of these, like these two sets, ready for summer, then I will be in better shape. I always buy like 10 too many of any seed in these games and have to store them away. Yes, same. My storage ends up being just like random seeds, and then I never check my storage in the subsequent, you know, time. And then I just like am sad about it, I guess. I just have like a rough time. And I just end up overbuying again and again. Nice, what are you? These are kind of different from the others. I reckon these are berry toma seeds. Try planting them in spring, summer, autumn. Yeah, we need to make more of those, bro. More of those. I wish that we could do Vinny hybridizations in batch. Even if it was just like a gacha and we could roll like 10 at once, I would do that. I'd be happy to do that. Because doing them one at a time, I mean, it's probably to dissuade me from doing this, but they underestimate my stubbornness. My stubbornness and lack of planning. Like, I'm sure, like, my VTuber friend Kath is also playing A Wonderful Life, and she is, like, way more on top of things, with her, hybridization and stuff. Like, she's in year 3 and she's already grown, like, every single plant. So she can do seed crops. She has, like, gone out of her way to make things correctly. But not me. Here I am in the final year being like, oh geez, I guess I should grow some of these rare crops that are real things. I guess I should do that. Alright, we need to make a bunch. I usually do 50 and 50, so I can do like 50 of the base seeds of each type, and then however many. It usually boils down to like 12 to 20 of the rare seeds. Somewhere in there, which is not a lot, but some people got the efficiency bug. I know folks who make spreadsheets just so they can do all the things they want to do in these games. I think that's not a problem. It's definitely not how I like to play, and for some games that's not how they're designed to be played. So I think as long as you like understand that you are being an aberration with that, then that's fine. But sometimes I read reviews on games from people who are definitely like, I sometimes see reviews from people who say that they really like farming sims, but I think they actually just like management sims, and they really just like the efficiency part of it, and so they get really frustrated when there are like forced inefficiencies. And to me it's like, I mean, I kind of get that, but you are also playing the game like not the way that it's meant to be played, so like when you do that you have to kind of accept that it's like gonna fight you on it, you know? It's gonna like go out of its way to make things more difficult for you because you're not like doing it in the way that you should. So I feel like you gotta always like ask yourself, am I the one doing something like wild here? Is it me? Because sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. And like, listen, like speedrunning, like people can play games however they want to play it, but like if I was a speedrunner, for instance, I wouldn't like write a review being like, this game sucks to speedrun. And it's like, okay, but it wasn't designed to be speedrun. It was designed to be played. If you're having fun, it doesn't matter, but yeah, the overlap with people who enjoy management is real. I think it's fine if they like enjoy management sims more. I think it's just important for them to know that that's what they like, you know? Animal Crossing speedrunners. Okay, yeah, the Animal Crossing speedrunners who do the bingo sheets. It would be like them complaining that things are randomized, and it's like, well, it's not. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's not meant to be speedrun. That's not it. That's not to say that you can't do it, but you have to know that you're the one doing the weird thing. Any game can be speedrun. It can. You can speedrun anything. How speedy it is remains to be seen, but you can do things in weird ways if you like. It's just in farming sims I end up seeing a lot of reviews where people negatively review a game, and it usually boils down to, I don't actually like farming sims, I like management sims, and I'm angry that this like wasn't the perfect management sim for me. And I'm like, that's a really weird take. That's a really weird way to go about. I would just not write a review. I would just be like, oh well, this game's not for me. But maybe I just find people that write reviews weird in the first place. For that reason, I would just move on. If I don't like something, I don't feel like I'm important enough to be like, hey everyone, listen up, I didn't like this game. I'd be like, oh okay, this one wasn't for me. It's one thing to write a review and be like, hey, there's a game-breaking bug in chapter 3 and I've told the devs about it and they refuse to fix it. By all means, sound the alarm at that point. It's kind of the same. I was just talking to my husband about how we both find it really weird if people use voice chat in games that like don't need it but have voice chat. And we're like, wow, that is like next level. I would never. I wouldn't even use voice chat in games that you probably need voice chat to like make the game enjoyable. If I don't know those people, I'm just not gonna play with them. I'm just only gonna stack with my friends. There's a mechanic in Rune Factory where typhoons can come in and tear up fields. And I've seen people get super upset because suddenly they're perfectly managed in a uniform farm is suddenly uneven and filled with rocks. See, that's the kind of thing that it's like, bro, like, it's part of the game. Like, I mean, I think it would be nice if we could get more spoiler-free review. Like, what I would love to see, I would really love if content creators could get early access to games, especially long games that give them enough time to play the game in full. And then if we could, from that point, if they could give us a spoiler-free review where they tell us, like, what are the good bits about the game, without spoiling anything, or let you know about mechanics that are like wonky like that are like a deviation from what you would maybe normally expect without it being a spoiler. And then that way, if you knew that you hated that, you would just be like, oh, this game is not for me. If that's gonna like derail my whole life because I'm too hung up on the management bit and I don't want anything to ruin it, then you could just skip it. You could just move on. And all would be well. But I feel like, I don't know, a lot of game companies don't seem to give reviewers copies of the game with enough time for them to actually like play through the game. So what I usually end up seeing is content creators who make reviews of games, but they've only played the first like 10 hours of like an 80 to 100 hour game, at which point like you haven't really seen the game, so I don't even know how you could do a review. I don't know how you could review a game you haven't finished, to be honest. I have no concept of how that works. It's one thing to like colloquially have someone be like, oh, did you like this game? And you can colloquially be like, oh, I didn't get that far, but I played XYZ. But I sometimes see people being like, here's my review of this game, and then you kind of find out that they like didn't get very far, like late in the review. If you lead with that, if you come out and say, hey, I'm doing a review on this game, I only played the first 15 hours, that I'm probably gonna click off the video, to be honest, but at least you like warned me so I didn't invest like minutes of my life into listening to you talk about things that you have no idea what you're talking about. Some people love the feeling of a perfect uniform area they can look at. So when a mechanic like that is introduced, it'll turn off and upset those kinds of players. And I get that, but I would also argue that like that farming sims might not be the genre for you then. Because they are meant to have some kind of realism where things go awry, because that is the reality of farming. There are management sims out there that nothing like that happens. You can just make your pleasing aesthetic structures and move on. Oops. Vinny is like, please stop mixing these crops. I am tired. Like, I would argue that farming sims are only really meant for people who want a rural escapism and are really about people who just want to watch, like, who want to just grow stuff and care for animals. They're not about being dating sims. They're not about being, like, community sims or civilization sims. They're not about being management sims. Some of them include many of those things, but those are not inherently necessary for the thing to be a farming sim. And if the reason that you like the games is because of one of those other things, there's like entire games that do just that. There are farm games that also allow that kind of low risk enjoyment. Yeah, like Fae Farm would never do that to you. Like, Fae Farm is a perfect example of extremely low risk. Like, literally nothing can go wrong. So, like, if you want to enjoy a farming sim where nothing goes wrong, they exist. They're out there. They have those. I just want to name a sheep Wooly and RP a humble potato farm woman who was doing her best. Same. Like, that sounds perfect. That sounds ideal. like, I like playing farming sims because I like farming. I like gardening, but in my real life garden, my crops get inundated with pests. And I don't know, I can't decorate my house, or I can't own cows, for instance, so I can live vicariously through these games a little bit. But I still wouldn't be mad if my crops got attacked by pests. I would just be like, oh well, that's that. That's real. That's how these things happen. Maybe video games need tags like fan fiction, you know? Like maybe they need tags to be like destructive weather, and then you could know that like your fields are gonna get messed up, or you could have a tag that's like low risk farming, or a tag that's like expensive knockout mechanic or something, and then that way no one gets mad. If they read the tags, they would know what was inside and they would hang out and either be happy with it or not, I guess. I live in tropical hell, so I try to do much more. If I try to do much more than a few planters, I'll end up with a jungle and all the creepy crawlies that entails. Yeah, you have a different level of problem. I live in the far north, so my growing season is very short. So it's kind of like I have to go hard, and things have to be hardy, and then I have to quickly plant them and quickly harvest them, or else the frost comes and they all die. Which is why one year I ended up having 37 pounds of green tomatoes, but I did not plant a variety that was well suited to ripening in the time that was needed. You wanna come over, Pick? Come here. Come sit on my lap. There you go. There you go. Wow, you're so fluffy. You smell like beans. You just ate breakfast? A late breakfast? A late lunch? If I accidentally misplace a seed, I'll have a yard of plants I gotta deal with. If one seed falls on your yard suddenly, you have an entire field. It can be handy in its own way, but, you know. Nope. I did not mean to, let's see, I'd like to make some crops. This is taking so long. I might just do the base versions and then do more hybridizing next time. That might be my next task with all of these, is just making all of our summer crops. And then that way, because I don't want to do another like 5 minutes of this, so I will try and just make all my Gritoma seeds, and then we'll move on. Speaking of, I should go check on my hibiscus later. Oh no, is it spreading? Are you getting many hibiscuses? Are you winning, son? Hello, Ness. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. I think we're winning. We're slowly getting hybrid seeds from Vinny. So I think I would count that as a win. Hope you're doing well, though. Hopefully your Sunday's going well. I'm like trying to move as I'm like speed running this. Vinny is like, girl, slow down. It's getting cold, so I gotta keep an eye on it. Oh, getting ready to move it in, I guess. Hangover recovery Sunday, saved by daylight savings. Nice. Yeah, you got an extra hour to rest, which is good. Sorry you're feeling hungover though. That's not as fun. Not as fun. You're heavy, Miss Pickles. You are. You're getting thick with all that food you're munching. You're getting swole. She's too muscular. She has She's a good bit stronger than I am, so if she really wants to wiggle out of my hold, she's probably able to do that. I'm glad I picked double Greetoma hybrids though. It makes it a lot easier to just do like one giant batch of Greetomas rather than having to hybridize like 4 individual things. It's a little bit more mindless. Vinny seems like a good boy. Vinny is an excellent boy. Vinny has a good attitude. He's a charming conversation partner. The only thing that he requires is that you don't feed him carrots. He will take carrot seeds, but he won't accept actual carrots. But that seems like an easy thing to provide him, considering the service that he's rendering to us, so he's definitely a good bean. And he's just so friendly. He's just like so like amped all the time. He's just one of those people that's very friendly. Very happy to just be around. With his, you know, three faces, I guess. I guess he's technically the middle face, is the one that talks to us, and the other two just kind of eat the seeds, but he actually talks out of the middle face. I don't think I've ever seen the other two actually speak. We got Vinny because of a, Takakura had like a Hagrid moment. You know in Harry Potter when Hagrid just like goes to that pub and somebody gives him the dragon egg for like, I don't even know what he traded for it or whatever. I think he might have actually told the secret of Fluffy maybe for it, but Takakura, someone just like sent him this seed and was like, oh, I think you'd like this, you should plant it. And he planted it in this pot and it grew into Vinny. And he was like, what? So Takakura had a bit of his own Hagrid moment where he just kind of accepted dubious advice from a stranger. And it ended up working out for him, but I don't think you can get, you know, arrested in the valley for having a plant, like Little Shop of Horrors style in your house. Whereas for Hagrid, raising a dragon was definitely illegal. He was just doing it anyway. Just determined to go for it anyway. I think it was the same in the original, but like I said, I do wish we could just do this as a batch. I guess maybe it would mess with the animation and stuff, but I wish once you had hybridized something once, I wish you could skip the animation and then just be like, hey, here's 10 seeds at a time. Let me know how many of them are each type. But like I said, I think this is probably the Marvelous devs trying to dissuade me from doing exactly what I have been doing instead. They're like, please don't do this. Please be more sane. Please use the seed maker, which produces 2 of every seed for each one like fruit or vegetable that you put in it. And I'm like, no. Not me. I'm good. I'm gonna just buy 100 of each seed from Vesta and then sit with Vinny for 30 minutes instead. That's how I'll do it. So it'd be problematic if I then wrote a review and was like, this is awful. This is a bad design. And it's like, well, I'm the one that's really not doing this correctly. You are not supposed to be planting like 100 of a rare crop like this. You are expressly discouraged from doing that and instead encouraged to plant successive seed crops over the years. starting in like year 2 or something, year 2 or 3. I'm just stubborn and don't like to plan ahead, so I won't be doing that. But that means that I suffer for it and I have to do all this myself. It's getting like steadily darker in my office. I'm, like, trying to move as fast as possible before the sun actively sets. Because it's definitely sundown. I think the sun is like already basically below the horizon line. So it'll be getting dark proper in like probably the next 30 minutes maybe. Same here. Yeah, that's the price we pay for getting an extra hour of sleep in some places. Unless I guess you didn't celebrate, or celebrate is a weird word, but observe daylight savings time, swapping over to standard time. Like, I appreciated the extra hour of sleep, but now I'm sad that it's dark out. I meant to haul a bunch of wood today. That was gonna be my, like, a second thing that I was gonna get done today. First was, I really needed to edit my spoiler-free review of Harvestella that has been pending for like 2 months. I really needed to just sit down and edit it, so that's what I did this morning. I just finished that up. But I was going to also haul wood in so I could start making fires in my wood stove, because that's how I heat my house. But I think it's gonna be too dark by the time I finish up here for me to get much done, so... But at the same time, I might wait, I guess. I could haul wood. I work from home like during the latter half of the week, so maybe I'll just wait till I'm working from home and then do it at like a lunchtime time. And then that way it's actually light out when I'm moving around. Hey friend, hello Mary, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Hope things are good by you. We're just talking about how dark it's getting now that we swapped the time over. It luckily hasn't been so cold that I have had to turn on my wood stove and like light fires, but the time is coming. Which will also mean that for those of you who have never been at the cottage during a fire season, I do usually end up having to not stop stream, but like pause stream a couple times to ensure that my fire is still going, because it's a huge pain to light a fire, so once it gets going, I want to make sure that it stays going. So I usually have to go stoke it like a couple times during our stream times. It's usually just a case of open wood stove door, you know, poke around in there, move things around, and then add a log or two. So it's not super disruptive, but it will happen again soon. Alright, I'm in the home stretch. I'm in the last like 15 of these. Vinny is like, please no more. What I should probably do for the other ones is I should probably take and do like 10 or 20 a day, and then that way I can space them out so it's not just me sitting for like 20 minutes hybridizing. That way it's not quite as boring to watch, I guess. Though who knows, maybe all farming is boring to watch. More time with Vinny, yeah, true. We'll have more Vinny chats like every day. I do try and talk to him once a day, because his friendship does degrade if you don't talk to him, but his friendship goes up just by chatting with him, versus everyone else where you really have to give them gifts to increase their friendship, so he's not a tough one to raise friendship with quickly. Though you do need to keep his friendship at a certain level in order to have him hybridize stuff for you. So at the very beginning you end up kind of having to like spam him with conversations Even though he doesn't super want to talk to you for like a long time. Friendship is the best ship. I agree. I think that's true. Like, name a better ship than that. Friendship, kingship. Okay. Also, I never noticed, I guess, or I never like thought about the fact that Vinny has his roots growing out of the bottom of his pot, which seems pretty root bound, which is not usually great. Not the best. Hello, Poulter. You ready to go inside? Go inside for the night? Not enough earth for the plant. It seems like not. We probably need to get him a better pot, like a bigger one. He's clearly outgrown that one. Oh my god, Lumina, she's pushing me. Alright, let's save, because that would be tragic if I lost all that hybridization work. That would actually be a tilter. Ooh, the goddess spring. Okay. Let me go ahead and save here, because it's a little past 4, which is our normal stopping point. So I'm actually gonna go ahead, leave the game. Let's go over to here. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me today, though. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for farming with me. Hopefully it was chill. Hopefully you guys had a nice, relaxing Sunday, getting whatever you were getting up to while I was talking with Vinny for a million years. Let me see if anyone that we know is around doing anything fun. I had someone that I wanted to raid, but I don't know if they have started yet. I guess not. I miss Vinny already. Oh, he'll be back. Don't worry. We'll see plenty of Vinny as we're finishing out. Nice, quite nice, comfy voice you have. Ah, thank you. Have a lovely evening. You too, Jack. Oh my goodness, Jack, it's getting kind of late for you, isn't it? In the evening time. Make sure you get lots of rest. Okay, also, I do have the schedule for next week. I might have to rewrite some of it. Like, the activities and the days won't change. But we got a little bit farther today than I kind of anticipated, so let's see. Here is our schedule for next week. So we're gonna be playing a lot more A Wonderful Life. So we'll be doing A Wonderful Life Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then on Thursday we'll be back playing more Fae Farm. I don't know when we're gonna finish Fae Farm, because I don't know how long it's gonna take us to get through some of the romance stuff that we've been doing. I might need to look up a romance guide to see kind of what I need to get together. But yeah, so that'll be our plan. I don't know where. Let's see. I assume Tuesday we'll finish spring. We'll get probably like halfway through summer. Saturday we'll probably get summer into fall, or we might just be able to finish summer. Saturday might be a little bit of a shorter stream, because I have something that needs to be done in the afternoon there. And then Sunday we might get most of the way through autumn, so I think then we might finish Story of Seasons the week after this coming week, which is definitely ahead of schedule. So anyway, I don't see anyone that's doing anything like super related, so I might just let you guys go, put you guys on a bit of a stream ending screen. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you guys need to find me anywhere, you can find me on various socials. I also have a Blue Sky, but I haven't added the link here. But you can find me on Twitter. I'm also on YouTube. All of our like VODs and stuff end up on YouTube, as well as I make a couple of content videos, like talky videos about various farming sim things. And then I also have a Discord with some other cozy streamers, so you're always welcome to stop by there and hang out with us. But otherwise, hopefully I get to see you guys sometime next week. But otherwise, I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will see you guys again very, very soon.